This is an ABJ podcast production. Join us. Would you kindly join us at the Cult of ABJ Discord community? We'll see you there. Join us.
What is going on, everybody? Let's get my face up in here. Oh, that's not the screen we want. This is, hey, everybody. One more thing before we start. Huge thank you over to our YouTube members, our World Champ Freak Maniac, and our Grand Slam Champ Raz for holding it down over there on the YouTube side. People dropped, people changed. It's all good. It happens. I completely get it. Plus, I don't even know what's accurate or not with that anyway, because the way everything's going on with the financials and everything and monetary stuff that is going on with YouTube kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But wanted to say a huge thank you to them. We have a whole bunch of other people. We are live. We're back. Hangout with ABJ. I am super late to the stream. I fell asleep. But it was sorry, I'm all tangled up here. Oh my God. It's like I feel like I'm trapped. It's fine. It's fine.
It's too late.
Why? What the hell is this?
That's my old one.
Oh, I was about to say it looks like brand new. So how's everybody doing? Welcome everybody to the stream. Sorry, I'm messing around. Greg in the chat, what's going on? Steven Chambers, Lily is here. Parm, last week in wrestling. Anastasia, tantalizing. Tony, El Capitina, Myth of Wrestling with the Bray Wyatt promise. We'll talk about that soon. And Kai all hanging out. Thank you, everybody. You know, it's been a while. We haven't been here in a minute, but I appreciate you all so much for coming to hang out. I've been trying to go live on Kick, and it's not working. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's telling me it's not working, so I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. It's just not working. Maybe we'll try this. I'm gonna try to do it. We'll do it live. I don't know what's happening. Oh, damn, Bruce.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't really hear it either. We had the TV super low because last time I tried to go live, it was saying everyone was saying the TV was too loud. Hopefully soon. I have some income maybe coming with drop the link. All right, we'll you guys can come hang out. Let me drop that link. Yeah, so we I finished my drug screening today, and just waiting to hear back. Hopefully start this job very soon. And I just got your message too. Nacho, Dylan, whatever your name is these things. So yeah, I got that taken care of. Hopefully that job goes through. Right now the monetary stuff is not working on YouTube. Hopefully I have to wait a couple more days to figure out what's going on there. Hopefully we can get that taken care of very soon, because it'd be really great to make a couple bucks while I'm live here. That's the whole reason that I eventually wanted to make monetary goals on YouTube, but the fact that it's not working really sucks. So hopefully that gets itself worked out, because not fun that it's not working. Let's try this.
But since you've been a back, you're stepping up to me right now. I'm going to say something positive about you right now because I know your story. You have a very, very inspirational story.
Let's see if that works. Edit.
A shift in. You paid your dues. You deserve all.
Oh, it's saying it worked. There's no way that works. Just like that. How's it say? You don't know what kick is.
Well, I know that you have. I just last week.
Oh, did you?
It's the case of the title making the man.
It's saying we're live over there. Let me go look. Let me go look to see if it is.
It needs the man to make the title.
I don't know what the wrestling community is like over on Kick. Let's see how it goes. Are we live? Holy shit, we're live on Kick. We did it. It worked. All right. Add that to the list. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, on High Tension Wrestling, as well as ABJ YouTube, Twitch, and now Kick. I don't know. Supposedly the streaming goals are different on Kick, and if you get to the point where you're monetized on there, I think you get 100% of all your tips and donations, where YouTube takes a cut. I think that's
I feel like everybody takes.
I think
we're in
that's-
America. Like, ain't no way nobody like you get 100%.
I think that's the gimmick with Kick is to give 100% of your tips to you. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. It's the first time ever being over there. So how was everybody's day? No, so KIK is the gross app, but the streaming service is KICK. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people who have been demonetized on YouTube go over there. I don't know how it works, I'm gonna be honest. My predominantly thing is still gonna be YouTube. YouTube is where I want to grow and do everything because that's where we hit our goals. But it doesn't hurt to throw your name into different hats and see how it goes. Like Twitch, I've been live on Twitch every day forever, and I get nothing with it, to be honest. But we'll see how it goes, you know. It's there, it's live. If people stumble across it, cool. If they don't, cool. I have been all right, relaxing and talking with people. So I did my drug screenings today. I drove around. I went and tried to figure things out. But took a little bit of a nap. My body's been killing me. So like I have with my joint pain, when it gets really, really hot and then it gets cold, and like it's been really fluctuating, it crushes me. And I'm starting this new job soon, so I'm trying to like control my pain management, which is it's getting better. So we'll
Now you know what? Your elbow's gonna heal. You're gonna get cleared. So what? You want a shot at the world title? Fine, you got it.
All right, Clash of the Castle.
So check this out. You can call me your favorite champion all you want, but when I'm done with you, you're gonna eat those words.
It's not official yet. We're still waiting for everything to go through, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. Let's hope we get it. I mean, I was offered it. I just don't know if anything can happen. I have a medical card, and most jobs don't care. And let's just see. Let's see how it goes. Just been tired between working this new show Mother's Day and we did a show on Mother's Day yesterday. It was we went and hung out. It was really fun. I'll tell you what, PPW. I'm sure we'll talk about it more on other platforms and content. I actually forgot to make a post. Let me make a post real quick. Lily helped me out today. All the new clips you're gonna see for the podcast were all made by Lily, which is pretty exciting. So you're gonna see Lily showcase a little bit here when I drop these new clips. The first one went today, so that should be airing very, very soon.
Fun fact about Bohemian Grove.
How'd the test go? I hope I passed. I mean, I'm not gonna pass, but I passed, if that makes sense. Like, obviously nothing insane is gonna be in my system, but the things that are supposed to be there are going to be there. It just comes down to whether or not they accept that.
This people
Yeah.
employer accepts it. Because like although it is legal in the state of Pennsylvania,
For medical
there are
reasons.
still there are still. So I actually, it's funny because I actually worked at a place in Pennsylvania a few years ago. They were like, it was during the whole COVID thing, but the company is headquartered or is like based out of California. So this was 2022, going into 2023. And we still had to wear COVID masks because that's what was legal, or like that was the requirement in the state of California. You had to still wear a COVID mask, so everyone in the building still had to wear a COVID mask because you it's in Pennsylvania. The headquarters out of California, but a lot of regardless, a lot of employment opportunities out here, although it is legal in Pennsylvania, still just. That gap of why he's slightly concerned.
We don't need too many horror details. Horror movies. We got lately. All right, just making a post now, real quick. I apologize. I will pay attention.
I wish we saw you.
Oh, what's the deal with the card? So in Pennsylvania, you're allowed to consume medical. I don't even care anymore. You can consume medical marijuana. I don't know why it's no longer a class 3 drug. I think we could talk about it on YouTube, but if you can't, fuck them.
Sure we can talk
Fuck
about it on
them.
YouTube.
Yeah. What is going on?
You moved things.
I don't like this here. Sorry. Yeah, I have a medical card. It expires very soon. But Shada and EO going at it right away. Like I said, some jobs still don't like that you have possible that stuff in your system. But the card essentially says that you're not just it's in your system just because you do it. It's in your system because it's prescribed to you for medicine. Are they going to scrap this match before it starts? Oh no, this is the creative way to go commercial.
I wasn't eavesdropping. Yes, I was. You need Verizon.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm trying to do like 14 things at once. Can you talk to the chat a little bit?
So Kai said that Maxie and Baylor retweeted their birthday post towards him, and Rana Yadami liked a random tweet of that she wasn't tagged in, so that was cool, but nothing else. That's fine. And Kai being like one of the coolest Twitter posters in the Stephen Chambers is in the chat. He asked what did we miss in Raw so far. To be honest, Stephen, we were so late coming in. So
There was a promo for Damien and Drew. I didn't really hear what it said, except I guess they said that Damien accepts the challenge for the championship challenge. Yeah, and then now we're starting with EO versus Shayna Baszler.
Nick said sad Shayna can never be in the finals because blood money events. Because blood money events? Is that like
I don't know if that's the case. She's openly gay, and in Saudi Arabia it's illegal, I believe. But also it was like illegal for women to even wrestle at shows. And the fact that they're letting women wrestle and letting them be called queens.
what's a blood money?
That's because they said Saudi Arabia is all like blood money. Like it's
Okay. Sorry.
I want to put it to you this way: anything that's in any country, if it's government funded, it's all blood money.
I mean,
Just some are worse than others. We'll say.
let's just be honest. It's close to a trade. If money's involved, I'm sure blood is involved.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very conflicted on the Saudi shows. Obviously, like I'm not a huge fan, but also like they are pretty productive in the aspect of they have changed perspective in that country. Like Sami Zayn has gotten full blown standing ovations in that country. Women are now allowed to wrestle and compete. It is giving an outlet of pro wrestling to another group of younger generation and kids, and it's teaching them it is okay to see that stuff. So sure, it's bad, but on I guess a visual level, it's not the worst to always be there. Maybe get some money, but also like I said, like if some kid turns around like, well, you should hate this person, and they're like, well, I kind of like the wrestler, and like if they're okay and they're allowed to wrestle in our country, like what makes them so bad? Like stuff like that can be said or be had, and I think that's positive. I don't know. I'm trying my best to half glass full this shit, but we'll see. Sorry. I swear to God, I will get more involved in this stream. Just give me 1 second. I just want to get this post out.
So today, new episode of Questions with ABJ dropped.
Oh yeah,
with Max Zero.
Handsome Max Zero. Max Zero is demanding the Handsome release, like the Snyder cut, because there was a whole in between questions where he went on like a whole bit, and it was really fucking funny. So we'll see how that goes. Ooh, do we have a? No, it's not. It doesn't tell me.
Ryan Box is in the chat. What's going on, Ryan?
What's going on? Oh, it's getting a QR code just pop. I heard it go off.
And also, just so everyone knows, yesterday was a very, very busy day, as was today. I started saying I stole the computer for a bit, and I'm just now looking at my calendar. The merch drop did not happen yet, so that means we have the one last day. Today is the day. Go get your ABJ 420 shirts. Go get your Dynasty shirts. Go get your
Shorts.
HTW shirts.
There are shorts. There are shorts there. I actually changed it and added shorts to every. So there's like 15 different items you can do, and shorts are now an option. I was gonna get rid of hoodies, but I kind of
Don't ever get rid of hoodies.
like during the summer. I was thinking about dropping it, but
No. Well, I mean, are you going to keep crop hoodies?
yeah, I think that's still an option. Yeah.
I feel like you should keep at least like a lightweight hoodie. Keep a lightweight hoodie and then keep the crop hoodie for some. At least you don't have to have everything.
So the results are in for what's going to be available. I'm actually downloading the graphic now because I sucked today. I apologize.
I did have the control of the computer. Quite a bit done today.
He's saying we have one viewer over on Kick. It might just be me watching myself, but who knows? But we're on Kick. It's in the link tree. So if you guys want to go check that out and go subscribe to it, it will be open. All right. So the new merch that'll be dropping post Raw. Actually, I'll give it to you tomorrow till tomorrow at noon. We'll give you an extra day. But the new logos dropping will be the ABJ Podcast, the Office shirt, and will be the MTV shirt. That'll be the two new logos dropping this month. So if you guys want to go grab some merch, that'd be amazing. What? What?
So I haven't done it yet.
A logo?
Mm-hmm. This one.
Oh yeah, the Double or Nothing logo. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We've been doing the whole bit where we do a T-shirt for every pay-per-view, and I do love the idea, and I think it's a lot of fun. Also, I'm not saying this to sound like I'm guilt tripping anybody, because that's 100% what I'm not doing. I understand that. Listen, not everyone can support monetarily, and it's not something that is a make or break for me. But it doesn't make sense to have Lily keep making all these logos that are like more or less time sensitive logos because they're a pay-per-view style, and then they just don't sell. So I'm kind of holding off on pay-per-view T-shirts until we start making sales with other stuff. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Mick, what's going on, buddy? Crazy to see you here, because when I was live on Tantalizing Tony, Man, you roasted me, brother. You were very hatred to me, saying that why am I here? I'm a bum. It should be Ricky's show and not me. That's crazy. You're here, man. I'm just curious. I wondered if someone's feeding you that information to say you should be saying that stuff, or if you're actually standing on business. Because when you're here, you're really loving and supportive of me. But when I'm over on Tony's, you're very negative towards me and hostile, and you're very like I love Ricky and hate Tony. Just wondering if that's more of you saying that, or if it's someone else telling you to say that. You don't have to answer. I know the answer, but regardless, Mick, I love you. Ricky, go fuck yourself. How about that? I'm not on tantalizing Tony's show, so I don't have to be polite. Fuck that dude. Thanks for your money,
And we're back, baby.
bitch.
Who must ABJ on Raw ABJ on Monday night?
Raw, we're going Raw, baby.
I was trying to find the link for the High Tension Network to let you guys know.
All below.
He is also streaming there as well. If anybody has a minute while we're on commercial break, go head over there, click on the same video that we're on already, and go like that. Come back.
Yeah. We might not be live on Monday or Friday this week. I might not be live Friday this week because I might go to a show and network a little bit now that I have cars and I can go places. A car. I have 4 wheels.
There you go.
So I might do that. All right, I'm gonna put it on. Yeah, and then there also is some merchandise that I want to come out with. The reason is Ricky has been there the longest. It doesn't matter who's been there the longest. It comes down to who's more reliable, who was invited. So just because I was invited and he wasn't, he has been. I'm not going to get into why he's not on the show because it's not my show to make that call. But when I'm invited and I'm on there and I'm doing my thing, you don't have to be negative towards me. That dude has had numerous opportunities to be live on that show and he's chosen not to, or he just decides to come and go when he pleases. That's not conducive to good content. But just because he's been there longer doesn't mean you have to be ugly to me, Nick. I haven't been ugly to you. You DM me all the time and you're in my thing and you're saying very kind things and you're like, when are you going live, buddy? But then I'm live over there and you crap on me. And I don't think that's cool, buddy. I think that's kind of negative. And I think you should probably I know that he's messaged you saying to say all that stuff, and that's fine. But it just you got to be careful what you say to people. That sometimes it's not nice to be that kind of person.
So you're saying you want to do merch on Mondays?
No, hold on. I'm gonna bring in a guest real quick. Let's bring in from last week a wrestling podcast. Hey, buddy, what's going on, Dill?
Buddy, how you doing?
Half Red Durst thing going on here. I feel what you're doing.
Yeah. How you doing? Is everything go?
Ooh, you're drinking some double
Little
teas,
Little twisted D on a Monday. You know what I mean? Little getting a little.
You're drinking Long Island's in Long Island. Look at you.
Long Island's and Long Island's. How you feeling?
Good. So there's a few things that I want to make t-shirt wise that aren't really like podcast logos.
Let's do it.
I've been seeing some shirts I really like where it's like the one I seen was kind of like smile or hugs or like you're worth it, like really positive.
Okay, like positive stuff.
And I've really been really latched on. And listen, I'm not gonna sit there and say they're my quotes, but
I'm sure there's only 26 letters in the English alphabet that makes up all of these words.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean? Like everybody's used
words. You've been watching my YouTube channel, yes or no? I mean, if you have 3 views, I may or may not be one of them every time you go live. Yeah, Steve, I dropped the link. If you want it, you can jump in.
Get on here, Steve.
So I think the one we're gonna drop is just gonna say one more day, because I've been kind of like the one thing that I've been kind of going is if you're having a bad day, you're struggling, you want to quit, you want to be upset, you want to, you don't want to chase your dreams, just do it one more day, and the next day, if the answer is still no, or if you're kind of undecided, just go another day. Just take it one day at a time. You know what I mean? Just go one more day. So I think I'm gonna make that shirt that says one more day. We're gonna try to bring in a third guest here. Let's get it set up.
Where is he?
Because we have a different a different situation here on the screen.
Situation.
Situations. I use words, man.
I use words in dictionaries.
Whoa, that was a cool one. Oh, that was cool.
Boink.
I think I'm into that. Let's try that. All right, and to the stage, Stephen Chambers.
Stephen Chambers. Ah, Stephen Chambers.
Dolphin.
Think before you say, and don't listen to people if they say negative things, especially ABJ. Yeah, listen. I got a shirt idea. You deserve better, ABJ, or I deserve ABJ. I like that. I deserve ABJ. You know what? Who's that?
Just space the A in front of the BJ. You know, so that way.
I got a good one.
You know.
How about there's an old MTV logo saying, "I want my ABJ."
Oh, I want my ABJ. I like that.
MTV,
I like that a lot.
Like I said, I want my MTV. You remember this back in the early days?
We're still going to do the Fueled by Spite shirts. That's going to come. The Fueled by Spite, because I like that.
Uh-huh.
I used to have a shirt idea that I liked that I tried to shop around to other places, but it was like, they used to say go home. Like if you're miserable and you're at a place and you don't want to be there, like especially this was like an old wrestling thing. Like if you're an old wrestling vet and you're annoyed that like you just don't want to be there and you hate your career, don't go to the show and bring everybody else's energy down. Like that usually annoys the fuck out of me when older wrestling veterans do that and like shit on everybody for being there and just like shitting on every aspect of the show. It annoys the shit out of me. It's just like go home, stay home. Like we don't need you here if you're gonna be negative. Just fuck off.
Oh, am I making that?
So I'm reading the comments and Kai goes, so Dylan, it's just one of those days since I'm drinking. Well, I'm actually drinking because of celebration.
Oh.
So as of tonight, midnight, I will officially be in the union of Coca-Cola, which means I don't have to worry about job loss. I get all my health, vision, and dental. I get my 401. I get my pension. I get all of my good stuff. So my 3 months is over. I finally completed it.
That's awesome. This job, if when I eventually I do start and I sign the paperwork, I get all my benefits and everything day one, which doesn't really happen very often.
No, but I'm very happy. So
no, we definitely understood that. I definitely got the Limp Bizkit joke. I don't know if anyone else did.
I got it.
I didn't.
The lyrics to Breck stuff. It's just one of those days. Just one of those days. Yeah.
No. It's a celebratory day, so that's why we're. Yeah, I got home at like 4:00 today. I got home early. I didn't have to stay so goddamn late. It's been nice. Today was a good day.
Yeah.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Today was a good day.
So another thing, and I'm not saying this to be negative. I'm just saying this to maybe if somebody needs to hear it. But I was out some places and I was having some conversations, and I haven't been around in a long time. I go to shows and people are like very, hey man, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? And I was just kind of like, hey man, it's been tough, like going through what I've been going through and everything. And they're like, well, how come you haven't been to other shows or working on other shows? And it's like, well, I can only go places that want me, and I can't keep doing this where I go to shows and people want me to work for nothing. And I just, I don't know. I have to protect what I do more. And there's certain places I want to go to that I want to go, and I want to go as a content creator. I want to get content. But there's a few different factors, right? So like some people, when I was talking to them, they're like, well, I don't want to hear you say anything negative about promotions I work for. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Well, that's exciting. I got to text that to Axel. My yes, if he's even available. I guess I had to relink my NBC profile again.
Uh-oh.
So I'm currently not watching Raw.
It literally just went out.
Just
It was like,
turned off
hey,
on us.
3, 2, 1.
Well, the rundown is
Well, before it goes, it doesn't matter. We're not really here for Raw. We're here to hang out.
Okay, sorry.
I mean, we're here for Raw, but it's not the priority. So yeah, but it's one of those things where if everybody knows that you're being done dirty, especially like in the landscape of wrestling or in general, if you're around someone, you're justified for your feelings if someone's going out of the way to dismantle you or hurt you or not make you feel welcome or to try to ruin your dreams by saying you don't belong there or don't deserve things. Like if you put time into something and you work really hard and others are actively trying to stop that, and people who are supposed to be your friends and in your corner are aware of that but don't want to hear your side of the story because they don't want to play middleman or they don't want to be involved with the drama, dude, they're not for you, right? So like I was at some places and it's just like, I know you're getting fucked over, but like I really don't want to hear it. It's like, cool. Well, then when you're going through things and you want someone to lean on, or like I don't want to hear it then. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be mean, but like the energy has to go both ways. And if it doesn't, then what are we doing here? I actually like this more. We're gonna update it. But that was something. And I was like upset by it, but then I'm like, I'm not saying I'm not upset, but it's just at a point where it's just like, I'm gonna conserve my emotions when it comes to certain things, because if to get mad about it is really not, it's not worth it. Like it's like, what am I getting mad for? Like they're not gonna go home and give a shit about it, and you're the only one who's gonna sleep with that or lose sleep over that, and it's really not worth the energy to do that. So just focus on you, keep grinding. Once again, take it one more day, just keep going one more day, So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And then there was another aspect too, like I said, I just can't keep working for free and doing stuff. But then also some shows where I go, I'm allowed to go and hang out, but I can't go and oh my god, it's fucking hilarious, Matthew Holland. It's such a dick. It's definitely such an insult, but
this man has been following me on the channel. And now that he follows you, I'm assuming he thinks I'm Vader. And I watch your chat, and I see him come up with all these.
Here, I can't do this,
dude. Dylan, you're 100% Paul Bear, and that's kind of fucking funny. That's pretty fucking funny. That's a funny dig. He calls me fat.
Someone called me. I think it was my good buddy Asa said that I look like the young, Paul Heyman.
Okay. Yeah.
When I had like my little bit of a longer hair and stuff. And then fucking Matt calls me Paul Bear. No, he also calls Wolf Ray Romano.
No.
Ray Romano.
He calls Wolf Ray Romano, which is hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But speaking on what you're speaking on, ABJ, to kind of
I actually didn't finish the thought real quick. I just wanted to say real fast. Sorry. Another thing that's happening, especially in my local area, is wrestling promoters. They want all these content creators to come in, and they want all these content creators to come do things. But it's kind of getting to a point where it's become very, very pay to play, and a lot of content creators are going in and they're buying sponsorships off promotions. But then a few of them have learned that we have more money to play with because we don't. Because we just have good incomes and we want the dream more than somebody else. So people are kind of pay locking other content creators from coming into shows and getting content where it's like, well, we're exclusive to this promotion because we paid to be exclusive. And then these wrestling promotions are like, well, you should come and hang out and be at this show. And it's like, well, what do you want? You want me to come in and then give you free advertisement, but I can't come in and get content and interview talent and do that because you want to only be exclusive to one person. Like I get you want the money because wrestling promotions are one thing, but it's just like, this is where I tell people too. So like example, and this is not like a cheap plug, but the links below for New Era, if anybody wants to buy a ticket to that show, I believe there is an ABJ logo, ABJ ticket link where you can go in and buy a ticket, or you can just write donation or send me a screenshot of the ticket so we know. But like, if I can turn around and just be like, listen, I'm not going to pay you money, but I can show you through my content that we're worth it. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I have a bunch of people. I sold 6 tickets and I'm a content guy, but I have people supporting your brand through my content who aren't even physically here. Or when it goes live on YouTube, people watch it, like it, comment, subscribe. But it's just like, it's really, really hard to be like, hey, like justify the fact that you want to be there and you want us to be there, but like we're not allowed to do anything everybody else because it's become very pay locked. And it's just like I'm always down to help people and make people succeed, and then those same people turn around and like lock everybody out by kind of doing business that way, and it kind of sucks, man. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like there's enough room for everybody, and if your goal is it comes down to is if your goal in the independent wrestling scene is to enhance for independent wrestling and get more eyes on independent wrestling and want more people to support independent wrestling, you locking out other journalists from doing that because you're willing to put money at a problem isn't really helping independent wrestling by getting more eyes on it. You're just kind of doing it selfishly, I think. This is my take. But yeah, so now that I have a car and I can travel and I can go from show to show, I'm excited. But also it bums me out that like I have to kind of leave my area and my bubble and most of the spots in my 570 area either because I'm not wanted or I don't want to work for certain promotions because some of them are kind of not my cup of tea. Or the ones I would like to go to and support, I'm kind of pay locked out of it because other people are kind of like paying money to lock other people's from going in there and getting content. So it's a struggle. It's very, very hard. And then, that's kind of why I'm in the situation I'm into. I used to drive to other states to do wrestling, and I don't mind making them drive. But it's not easy on a car, especially when you're at a point as a content creator where you're not making money. The donations aren't coming in. The T-shirts aren't being sold. I don't have a table at these shows to make money to help me with gas money or if my car breaks down. So I'm at a point where now that I do have a vehicle and I can travel places, I have to kind of be selective. Like, do I go live on a Friday and go to a show, or do I go to, or do I not go live on a Friday and go support things and risk not making any money just so I can make network? Like it's a tough balance, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, about what you were saying.
Yeah.
And our Raw is back on, so huge thank you for helping us out with that, Axel.
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go.
I was getting a rundown. EO beat Shayna, and Kalido. Judgment Day kicked out Kalido from their locker room, and then Alpha Academy with Chad Gable doing a rant to his cohorts, saying "Don't fail" and blah blah blah. And we're gonna get Otis versus Sammy. That's pretty much what's going on.
Huge thank you, Russell, for snagging a ticket for that wrestling show. I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just about to say that check your Discord DM there for you. It's not of me. I wish, but I just.
Was there a tab for ABJ tickets there?
I didn't see one. I just saw it. Just said. So hold on, let me see something. Let me double check right now for you.
Oh man, I hate to be Kofi tonight.
We sold like 6 tickets last show and some sponsorships, which is really, really sick.
So it just goes. No, there's no anything that says ABJ or anything on there. It just takes you to the next rising thing, and then Steamtown, SmackDown, and everything. But yeah, man, listen, I love supporting the indie scene, especially getting into it late last year into early this year and stuff. And anything to help out that community and that business and stuff like that, I think is always great in a positive way, whether or not I show up to these shows or not. Having someone be able to now is more rewarding. That wants to actually go, can actually go, maybe doesn't have the funds or the means at the time being because there's bills due or whatever, that now they have that opportunity to raffle off, 2 tickets to people that really would like to go and stuff. I think that's a bigger win than anything else, in my opinion. So I have no problem doing things like that. I know I've done it with a couple others for like other shows here, even in Long Island and whatnot. And it's cool. It's nice to be a part of that positive.
No, they brought in Lillian Garcia.
It's nice to be a part of that positive community and stuff like that. So
Is this starting to catch up? Is this going to be a passing of the torch? Or is this going to be Lillian kind of passing the torch to Samantha? Even
That's
they're not really
what it
passing the torch,
sounded.
but kind of like.
It sounded like that on Twitter today when Lillian was saying that I'm here with Samantha Irving. I'm like, oh, all right, it's time.
You're doing an incredible job.
That's a good gesture right there.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. But to what you were saying before with everything, Tracy Morgan has a very good said something really interesting on the Breakfast Club. I forgot what year, but it's a few years ago where he said the best way to know what people are going to do with you is if you stop talking and listen, because they'll tell you everything. They'll tell you what they want to do with you in a positive way, in a negative way, how they're going to either raise you up or take you down. And they'll tell you everything because they want to. They want to tell you everything. If you just stop talking and listen, it really can impact that future that you have with people. So it's something I live by. I listen a lot and stuff. And
I talk a lot because I also want to be open and honest of my intention. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for as long as I've known you now, Anthony, you've been very kind and very gracious. And
I definitely wear my heart on my sleeve. I definitely suck in moments where I'm emotional.
Well, I mean, I think you just suck in general.
I definitely suck at conveying when I'm upset or I feel like I've been done dirty. And that's the case because I think what it bothers people that I'm willing to just either walk away or say the same for me or, hey, I think you're fucking me over. Where and sometimes I let it go longer than I probably should, and then when I finally say like I had enough, it rubs people the wrong way, and it's like I don't really care because I think I'm entitled to finally speak. I think people just don't want you to speak up when you're being done dirty, but that's all neither here nor there. We'll just move on from this type of conversation. But yes, I agree, Murph. Early 2000s fan me getting hyped for Lillian Garcia announcing. Agreed.
Yeah.
I like the New Day shirts, the neon unicorns. Like that new neon. It might not even be new, but I just the one that Xavier was wearing, I really liked. That's a dope idea. A tent with like a projector on the inside of it, like showing up. Kind of defeats the whole idea of going camping if you're watching a movie, but I think it'd be kind of cool to watch it. Could you imagine watching?
As a kid, I always used to want to camp. Like, I never went camping until I was a full adult. But like, my mom would let me camp in the backyard. You know what I mean? And as a kid, it'd be pretty cool if my mom would let me go in the backyard and like have a whole thing set up like that. I'm not actually camping. You know what I mean? If I'm in the backyard and I watch a movie in the backyard.
Yeah. Could you imagine taking a projector and a thing and going in the woods and watching like the Blair Witch Project from inside the woods inside of a tent? That'd be fucking wild. Or like wrong turn.
I'm running back in the house immediately when that movie starts. There's no question. I went camping once.
You've only been camping
once, and I went with a buddy of mine who's big outdoors person. You know, besides camping, like does cycling and like a lot of sports and stuff like that. He's a big outdoor, big car head as well. A good friend of mine, and he's like, "Oh, you should come camping with me." And I'm like, "No, like that just sounds like not a good time." And I had a great time, but not for nothing. Like, you know, there was a nice campsite at this park here in Long Island, and it was very beautiful to see like the stars in the sky and all of that shit. But like when everybody else went to bed, I was up all night because I thought somebody or something was in those woods and was going to take me out. And it wasn't to a date, it was to my death. So, you know,
we have like a national park in our area that like, but when you camp, you're still within eye shot of other campers. Like they kind of keep all the campers in one area. I think I can get down with that because like you're still somewhat in like a communal area, but like to go out in the middle of the woods in the Appalachian Mountains in Pennsylvania and just like go somewhere where like no one's around you for 3 or 4 miles, and if something goes wrong, you're fucked. That concerns me. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
No internet, no cell phone either.
No, because like it's cool because it's like
I keep thinking I don't even say I said Aaliyah because someone said Alice in the chat.
We had So this park had these like sections off where like the campers could be solo and they could have like seclusion and everything. So like you didn't have to like worry about like being too loud or like music too loud or whatever. So that way like other campers could enjoy the nature. And like when we left the next morning, I just left. Like me and like I stayed up. I think I drank probably all night, and I just stayed up, and I was like, I'm not going to bed. There's no way I am sleeping in a tent in a fucking middle of the woods where there's creepy crawlers all over the place, and God knows what in the woods. Like I want to get the fuck out of here. It's like immediately, and I did. 6 a.m. came, and they're like, "Oh, what do you want to do?" I said, "I'm getting in my car and I'm leaving." That's it. We're done here. Like, this was fun. I watched the sunrise. I watched the sunset. I saw the stars. I'm done. Like,
I'm sleeping in the car till the sun up, and I'm leaving.
No, I just left. Like still gone from all night long drinking and shit. I just left. I just booked it. I was like, I'm
Wait
gone.
a freaking minute.
What?
Are they pushing for Kiana James to be a lawyer?
Who's Kiana James?
Yeah, from NXT. She
Bro, Dylan, what?
No, because I don't watch NXT.
Okay,
So,
but are you watching Raw?
No, I'm not. I'm just hanging out with y'all.
All right, my bad.
I'm just hanging out with y'all. I literally am just drinking and hanging out with y'all.
Bro, I need to call up Journey Burke right now. This is not okay. It's not okay.
We're gonna watch.
They brought in Kiana James. So they just did a promo with Miz and R-Truth and Adam Pearce, and R-Truth was talking to Adam Pearce, and Miz comes in and says, "Hey, you better talk to me before you put our titles on the line." And Adam Pearce says, "Don't worry, titles aren't on the line. We're looking for contenders." And Kiana James comes in and says she's gonna show Adam like she's better than the 1%, blah blah. And he said, I don't remember if he said intimidate. What word did he just say? And she said no. And she was dressed in all pinstripes. And she says no, I don't. I adjudicate. And I'm like, oh no.
Really on it. Which is good.
Well, Kofi's chest is about to be
An
hammered.
adjudication is a legal term. So I'm like, wait a minute.
I was talking to her at the show yesterday. I'm very proud of her. She's really finding her own.
Kiana James?
No, Journey Burke. Yeah. Journey's really like. I kind of was talking to her about it. She's like, a lot of people say like you take your character and turn to 11. She goes, I agree but disagree, but like, yeah, but she's definitely like, I don't know, she's finding herself. Her crowd work has gotten so much better. She's getting smoother in the ring. Like, she works so hard. Like, she doesn't know how many matches she had this year, but she's doing like 2 or 3 matches every single weekend, and that's super dope for her. Like, she's working super hard. It's working. Like, even with Junie, like Junie's really finding himself too.
Do you know what I got to watch?
You think somebody will pick her up? Like,
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Alice, you are honestly video, and you're not going to say anything, and that's the reason why. I don't see, Mick. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you mean by your statement. So, or what you're referring to.
So I had to talk to.
We don't know what you're getting at, Nick.
Go ahead. Look.
If y'all haven't listened to ABJ's interview with Judy, first of all, Virginia, anything's possible through the power of ABJ. But secondly, he talks about in his interview with you about the notebook he keeps.
Yeah, that's a wrestling trope. A lot of wrestlers do that.
I actually got to watch him bring his book out yesterday, and like I wasn't reading it or anything, but he has it numbered. He has the whole bunch of numbers already out there. He's on almost at 200 already, and we're in May.
Mm-hmm. For the year.
I don't know if it's for the year or if it's for
or total matches.
I feel like it's got to be more. He's hit over 200 matches.
I think he's 200 on his career. I don't know if he did 200 in 1 year already. If he has, that's fucking insane. Yeah.
Kofi's got to be about 45 at least.
Yeah. If anybody else wants to jump in, like I said, the link is there. Our debut stream on Kick. I don't think we have any viewers, but if you do use Kick, please head over there, hit us up with a subscribe. Same with Twitch or anything like that. Facebook, over on YouTube, we're at like 700. The ABJ page is at like 700 followers. So if you guys on Facebook want to invite some people, invite your friends list, help grow the community, that'd be fantastic. The more platforms we can keep growing on, the better. Instagram, Twitter, the whole nine.
Kofi's 42.
Nuts. Just kind of, I was hearing before Tony, I went live. I stopped over to say hi to Tony. Tony said starting in June, he's no longer doing watch-alongs. He's going to do post shows.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. So, well, I get it, man. It's a lot. It's a lot to do live streams for 3-4 hours a clip every single night for watch-alongs. That's why I don't like. That's why I do it differently. I know some people probably come and they don't like my style because I don't. Like, I'm not doing a play-by-play of what you guys are hopefully already watching. Like, I kind of talk about the match or just generalize what we're talking about, and the rest of the hangout is just us chatting about, like, other stuff, if that makes sense. Like, it's a hangout. Yeah. Like, when you're at a party and you're at a bunch of people's house watching wrestling, are you guys just the entire time talking only thing wrestling, or are you guys talking about other things as well? And that's why I try to replicate. But, yeah.
Is he doing pay-per-views, watch-alongs only on pay-per-views?
What's that?
Is he going to do watch-alongs on pay-per-views?
I'm not sure. But I think he's going to mostly go into the post-game route, which I've been saying. I think that's the move. I think there's so many people who do the watch-alongs and not a lot of people doing the post thing. So
I've seen a big uptick in the watch-alongs with even a lot of creators that weren't doing it, now doing it on shows, and it's interesting because I'm curious to see that transition into the post stuff. And are they going to start doing it for pay-per-views? Because like when I was doing it, it was the shows weekly, and then it was the pay-per-views on top of it.
Yeah,
it's a lot, man. It's a lot, and keeping up with all of that was a lot. It was very strenuous. So,
yeah, and you got to be entertaining for 3 hours, 5 hours.
3 hours, 5 hours,
6 hours.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, though, Tony's got a lot going on in his household, so a lot going on, you know.
Yeah.
There was one
I will
time
just say, like, I might be live, I might not. Don't, for the watch along aspect, don't always hold me to it. Tuesdays and Thursdays making ABJ podcast content, hold me to that. Like, that's going to be something I'm going to try. That's my priority. My podcast content's definitely my priority. But if I don't go live for like a watch along, it's not the end of the world to me anymore.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for your next movie review.
Which one?
Lighthouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, with abs. Well, that's the only one. So I do have an opening on the 16th. I'm still waiting to hear back from a few people to see who's going to take it, or if the guest itself is going to take it. But they kind of been leading me
Thursday?
on. Yeah, they've been kind of leading me on red, so it's kind of hard to have them booked if they haven't even sent me their links or their photos they want.
I got a suggestion. Has BP seen Iron Claw yet? It's on the Max.
Yeah. So we're actually we were both so tired after the show yesterday. We didn't do a tornado tag. But when we come back for tornado tag, I believe we're gonna do another independent wrestling draft. So that's gonna be this weekend, this Sunday, and then the following we're gonna do an old show he wants to review, and then the next one after that. So 3 weeks from now, we're going to do an Iron Claw review for Tornado Tag.
What's Thursday's episode? What's the movie?
I don't know yet. I'm still figuring it out.
When's the Lighthouse one?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
That's next Tuesday.
Yeah. I might honestly, if no one takes it, I might just go live. Go ahead.
I mean,
Mental Health Awareness Month, and I feel like that would be something that would be to talk about.
Nobody gives a fuck about my mental
I
health.
wouldn't talk about your mental
Why
health. Why does everything have to be about you? I know
if you want me to talk about it, it's going to
whatever,
be me talking about my struggles. I don't like. I can only speak for myself when it comes to mental health. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it a fucking buck. I think majority of people are a lot. I think a lot of times when people talk about mental health, they only talk about mental health to people they actually give a shit about. And I think other people's stuff, it's kind of like I have too much going on. I don't really give it. Like they want to say they're there, but not everybody is, and that's fine because everyone's going through their own shit as well. But it's just like I don't know. I think it's great to bring awareness, but I think 80% of the people in the world are just too concerned about themselves than they are other people.
Yeah.
Can I throw my hat in the race for the Lighthouse review? Because I'm willing to watch it for the 5th time.
Oh, well,
I really
Lighthouse
like the
will
movie.
it's going to be the pro wrestler Abs will be joining.
Oh! You already have somebody. I apologize.
That one's a guest.
I thought that was open. So
No, the next 2 Thursdays are supposed to be interviews with people, but I haven't gotten into their photos information. I've DM'd them 3 times and they haven't responded. So
Yeah.
I've kind of
you can interview me if you want.
Unfortunately,
I'm not
given
that
up.
interesting.
Well, you're not making content right now. What are we going to promote?
I know I haven't made any content in over.
We can do a review
well
if you
over
want a movie review. Is there a movie you want to watch?
I mean, I saw Iron Claw already. I saw The Lighthouse already. And you're still waiting on Saw and everything. I know that.
Yeah, Saw might be on a hiatus for a little bit.
There's some Eddie's movies.
I mean, if you have I have tomorrow. I have tomorrow off. I have tomorrow off.
It's not responding.
I have tomorrow off.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow I have a review that I've literally tried to listen to the entire album 3 times now. I get halfway through and I just peter out, and I feel like the album's taking like a week to fucking listen to. It just seems like
what album?
There's like 20 fucking songs on it. Taylor Swift, 1989. I make it to like 14 songs. I'm like, I'm not even. I'm just hitting the halfway mark. Like, how many fucking songs are gonna sound and have the same fucking meaning every single? It's spoiler alert for the review. Sorry, Swifties, but it's fucking. Some albums I can just listen to straight through, and sometimes it's like fucking Jesus Christ. Give me a change up a little bit.
Well, what movies have you wanted to review that you haven't found anybody for?
The only ones on my list that I haven't no one picked yet that I want to watch is Black Phone, but I'm open to anything.
Night Swim's on Peacock.
Yeah, I heard it's terrible though.
Really?
Yeah,
I think
I haven't watched it though.
I think
there's a lot. I haven't really consumed movies in a minute.
I think The Munsters is still on Netflix.
Rob Zombie version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to watch the TV show when I was younger. Oh, the Peanut Butter Falcon now is on Netflix. That I heard was really good.
My Netflix is currently disabled.
I
have to get that redone. Yeah.
I just watched Unfrosted with Seinfeld, which was so dumb. I mean,
the history
really.
of pop, right?
Yeah, like they had everybody in their mother in that fucking movie, and it is still on Netflix.
I'm live. I woke up late. I'm gonna eat after. Could you chill? You come up screaming like I do things here.
You were supposed to get sleep.
Yeah, I was asleep. Sorry.
Good question. Do you have an extra mouse?
I do not.
Or can I borrow your mouse?
I can't use it yet.
What about you, Lily? I can't find my thing that plugs in my camera. I really need an fix.
Here. Here. If you bring it right, use it and then bring it right back.
About 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah. So you're using it in USB. Yeah, you should be fine. Sorry. Mama Blackwell came in.
All right.
All good.
It comes in screaming. Like, I really.
Did you hate?
Yeah.
I got a brother ask me questions a few minutes ago. I ignored him.
This fucking.
Did you get my message on text as a test?
No, it would pop in. I don't have a message. it might not, the kick might not be going through as it normally would because I kind of went live midstream.
Mhm.
And the kicks thing is we're there, we're live. But it might be one of those things. It's definitely there. But it's not popping up for us on the stream yard.
Yeah.
I think when I do my next stream, it'll kick in. Like it's not even on my list of how many viewers are over there. But we got it to work, so that's half the battle there.
That's all that matters. I'll watch the Black Phone again if you don't have anybody. I mean, there's also the Munsters and stuff. I mean, we could talk more off air or whatever about it, but
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, talk with Axel. See if he gets the Abigail movie.
The what?
The what movie?
Abigail.
Abigail.
Good movie, Abigail.
Good movie. It's Megan 2.0.
Oh.
It just came out. I actually can't think of it. I have no idea. Not cool. What do you have not cool? We have one here. You have favorite and one.
Yeah, so pretty much the next 3 episodes are all not cool high schools. So you are derailing the fuck out of me. Like, I'm sorry. The next 3 episodes that I'm doing content-wise that are not interviews are all not cool in high school reviews. So if I do something on the 2 days that I don't have anything scheduled, it might be not cool in high school horror, but we'll see. I've been kind of leaning more on the horror than the not cool in high school, so we'll see how it goes.
And that's what I was trying to say. All you have left is not cool in high school horror. You haven't done any of
I'm aware, but like you got to let me finish my thought before you intrude in. Talk. You have the floor now. You're mid sentence. Awesome. All right, we're back. Kofi versus fucking Gunther. What do you think of the crowns?
I'll be honest with you. I'm not watching Raw.
Looks kind of dorky
I'm watching
looking.
you.
Don't you think so?
So
Hope he just did a Trouble in Paradise outside the ring.
Give me 1 second here, guys.
No problem. It's a Dylan.
So we took go over. So we took over now. Fuck ABJ. You know what I mean? Like, this is our show. It's now the Steven and Dylan show. How you doing? What's going on?
How you doing, Dylan?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right, buddy. Doing all right.
I know. I saw the Lighthouse. The Lighthouse was really good.
Never seen it, man.
Honestly, okay. So it's a really funny story. So when the Batman with Robert Pattinson was announced, and Robert Pattinson was going to play the Batman, I was like, I don't know about all that because all I've known him at that point was Twilight. So I was like, I don't be able to fucking pull this fucking movie off. And then I saw him in Good Time, which was a highly recommended movie about him and his mentally challenged brother who do this robbery and how his brother got him confessed to the police and got him in jail and stuff like that. But he took the full charge and went away and stuff because he didn't want his brother who, had disabilities to go into prison. He needed somebody to be able to walk him through life and everything and be side by side with him. But anyway, I saw that movie and I was like, oh shit, Patterson can act. Then I saw something with an elephant. It's called, I don't remember the name now. And I thought that was really good by him. And then I was like, oh, now he's doing a movie with Willem Dafoe in called The Lighthouse. I'm talking to Steven about how when I didn't know if Robert Pattinson could pull off Batman.
Oh yeah. It's a very year one Batman, but I thought it was a decent Batman.
Yeah, exactly. And
they tackled more of the detective. They showed early Batman without making him look too weak, and dive
Right.
into an origin story, which I don't think we ever need the origin story of Bruce Wayne ever again.
Yeah,
I think they're
like
doing a sequel.
I didn't know Blackwell. I didn't know if Patterson could portray a good Bruce Wayne or Batman because I've never seen him in a serious role except for Twilight. But then I saw him in that movie Good Time, and I thought that was really good acting. And then I saw
It's Water for Elephants. That's what you're
Water
talking
for Elephants. Thank you. I was like, there's an
Free-
elephant
free-
movie that he did with the elephant is in the
about.
title,
The free
and I
space.
thought that one was really good with him as well. And then I saw him doing a movie with Willem Dafoe in The Lighthouse. And I was like, I don't know. Willem Dafoe is a really good, that's like a really good caliber actor. So like he's gonna have to really be at the top of the game with him.
Real quick, sorry.
Go
The
ahead.
fucking cameraman doing this weird rocking back and forth during this back is driving me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Stand fucking still.
Maybe he's
Well,
excited.
I won't be a
He's
cameraman.
like this.
Cut off the whole interview. That's-
The cameraman won't be my job.
Maybe Mike guy. Yeah. But
I feel like they cut her off a lot on screen because she interviews a lot of like taller male talent.
But I mean, like they keep literally cutting her off the screen.
Yeah, it just the bouncing was driving me fucking bananas.
But yeah, no,
I'm sorry.
oh no, you're good, bro. So yeah, then I saw the movie The Lighthouse with him and Defoe, and I was like, he's gonna be a really good Batman. Like after seeing this movie, like he could actually act, not do this whole like, oh, love story. I'm a vampire, and I love this like, regular human woman Twilight bullshit. And I'm like, all right, cool.
I felt the same way about Daniel Radcliffe when I seen him in Horns and The Woman in Black.
Horns was amazing.
Yeah.
Horns.
When I
was
seen him in
really-
I think I seen him in Woman in Black first, and then I seen him in Horns, and I was like, "Yo, this kid's good. Like he's more than just Harry Potter."
I didn't see him in that one. I wanted to because I heard that one was good, but Horns was very interesting. And then that's the one where he's on that island, right? Or is that a different
No,
movie?
Horns is
No.
where he's
That's
like
the,
possessed. He's growing into the devil horns.
Okay, so
Swiss
there's
Army knife.
another movie. There's another movie where he is on this island and everything, and he has to make a choice of I think it's like unaliving his friend or something, or saving himself or whatnot. I could be mixing up the plots, but that one I thought was really good. I saw that I think on Netflix, and I thought that one was really good by Radcliffe.
Your
And
plot
then,
is very similar to Horns, but the other one that I think you're talking about, because I've watched a lot of his filmography.
Okay.
But there's the Swiss Army Buddy or Swiss Army Man, something like that.
Okay, I think that's the
on
one I'm
the
talking
island.
about.
And then the other one that, I won't say that you were talking about necessarily, but another good one to watch from him if you like more of the dramatic stuff that he does, is A Young Doctor's Notebook or A Young Doctor's Journal. I think that's also on YouTube. It's only it's a mini series, but it's back and forth of him. I can't remember. John Hamm, is that his name? Plays the older version of him, and it's going back to mid Cold War in Russia.
Oh, wow.
And he's a doctor in Russia, and it's crazy. It's an amazing little docu-series that they do. I don't know if docu-series is right.
You know what
We
movie?
have a commercial quick about like an eye disease, the thyroid
Crazy
disease, and when I look at someone who has really bloodshot eyes or their eyes look like they're uncomfortable, it makes my eyes water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The whole time watching a commercial, I'm like, you don't look at someone else as like having eye issues that doesn't make your eyes water.
No.
That's
I
a thing
just
for
feel
me.
bad.
I don't know why.
I just feel bad for that person. I'm like,
I look at it, I'm like this.
like,
I start squinting. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's not you. It's like I'm looking directly into the sun. Like if I look at someone who has like a fucked up eye, I'm like,
oh my god, I can't look at you. Like,
Oh,
Jesus, my eyes are turning into your eyes, dude. My god,
that's what I feel like.
you're spreading the disease. But no, there's a really interesting movie. I don't know if you're into historical biopic picks, at
Mhm.
all?
I'm into everything.
Napoleon with Joaquin Phoenix. It's on Apple TV, and it's long, and there's a
Oh, I definitely don't
lot.
have Apple TV.
It's a lot of slow moments because there's a lot of historical factors. But
Yeah.
there's one part of the movie that genuinely makes me laugh, like genuinely, like out loud laugh. So there's a scene where these two kings in these different countries get together, and it's like, oh, we're gonna take out Napoleon. You know, like he ain't gonna see this shit coming. You know, like we got 40,000 men. We're gonna fucking annihilate him. There's no chance. So he goes and Napoleon, and he goes there like a day early and sets up. So no one knows that this is happening. He and all of his men set up, and they set up to where that they corner all of these vantage points. So when these guys are coming at them, they have to go on this frozen lake that's thin ice, but it's covered in snow. So when this war starts happening, they finally get them and they're retreating onto the lake. And all of them are just getting bombed and breaking the lake apart. So all 40,000 of these men just start drowning and dying, the horses and everything. So the next day, one of the guys from that meeting comes to Napoleon, and Napoleon's like, oh, King Henry didn't come to join you? He's a little upset because you killed 40,000 of his men right now. And he's like, well, maybe next time don't underestimate me. I'm just like, bro, that's such a badass fucking moment to be like, well, you shouldn't have said, you shouldn't have underestimated me during these thinking like I wasn't going to be able to fucking battle you back. You saw like
ECW Pack drops this Wednesday. It's going to have Terry Funk, Sandman, CM Punk returning to the WWE video game in a very long time, and the Dudley Boys.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
So if you have 2K24, there you go.
Yeah.
It's all about the
I find
Leon.
that funny.
It's all about the money. How about way too many Y'all Country PLEs?
Listen, man, it's always about the money at the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I just find that part of the movie really funny. It's just the way that whole scene to scene to scene is delivered is really fucking comical. But no, Napoleon, I like to hear what you think of that, because like I said, it's a very interesting movie. He died because of a stomach ulcer. I didn't know that.
Interesting.
That's how he passed, and I'm like,
I actually found something out interesting movie wise is that the Bear Jew in Inglourious Bastards was written for and was supposed to be played by Adam Sandler.
Really?
He wasn't able to do the movie because he had something else going on, and then Eli Roth got it. But it was initially supposed to be Adam Sandler to play the Bear Jew in Inglourious Bastards. So another piece of content. Go ahead.
That was the movie I was trying to get. The guy from Water for Elephants. What is that guy's name? He's also in Glorious Bastards.
Hold on, I'll Google it right now.
There's 100 people in Glorious
Bastards. Who's the main guy from?
Brad Pitt?
No. He's Christoph something.
Oh, Christoph. I can't say his whole name, but the guy who is the Jew hunter. The bad guy.
I've only watched the first 5 minutes of Glorious Bastards. Okay, bad. But yeah, he's
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, I think there's a movie by him too that I think would be a cool one for you to watch. It's more about stealing people's thoughts or ideas and such, but it's called Big Eyes. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's with him and Amy Adams, and it's a real life story about this woman that used to just paint these little kids with big eyes, and her husband would take credit of it and was selling them, saying he made all of this. That's a crazy movie. It's plot twist after plot twist. That was really cool.
There may be new way, like when I do movies solo, there might be other versions of how I do
here it is.
Not Cool in High School or Not Cool in High School Horror, where they may not be so much podcast related and they may be more YouTube content related. So you may see some things pop up on YouTube that are going to be more YouTube video inspired and not so much podcast inspired. So just want to give a heads up on that, because there might be some ways that I'm thinking of doing movie review content that so much won't be podcast format where we talk, or it won't be, you know what I mean? It'll be edited differently, but I don't think it would be conducive to a podcast. So like I might just put a movie on and kind of have my GoPro recording and then just randomly like talk to the camera when I have like a point I want to make, or like how I normally where I would sit and take a note for a movie, I would like give a reaction of what I'm seeing type deal. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest, though, certain moments of that content could be really good for TikTok.
Yeah.
This could be a really great way to draw people in to watching the full video and stuff when you're marketing it on social media and stuff.
I don't know if it's because I'm half paying attention and I'm trying to still find my flow coming back to watching live streams again. But I feel like last Raw was good. Like, obviously, there was some matches that I feel like were really disappointing that I wanted to see, like Ray versus Kofi not being on TV is such a disservice, like to your brand.
I agree.
And then I thought SmackDown was really good. I thought SmackDown like did a really good job of doing promo, but showcasing more matches than anything. And then it's only 9:19, and I feel like we've flown through matches, and I feel like none of the matches really felt like they were meaningful yet. Like Bronson just squashed Tozawa. Gunther versus Kofi was good, but it wasn't like it wasn't like as good as some of the other matches were last week. Like I feel like the match quality hasn't been as strong as the tournament progresses. Like
that the only matches was 2 of those matches. What happened at the beginning of the Raw? I missed the first about 15 minutes of it.
Promo between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
Does everybody see how Bailey is laying in bed with like one eye glued to the back of my head, looking at me, waiting for me to go back into bed?
I can't see the eyes. I just see him like let's see them laying there.
He's like glued. Her eyeball is glued to the back of my head. Like, listen, fucker, if you're not getting into bed soon and I miss my bedtime again, I'm gonna be really pissed. Because she gets upset. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. This dog is like a prima donna. She has a certain bedtime that she has to follow, and it's just like hilarious.
I hate how they're moving so much during these promos. Like close in, close out, back around, like spin around, go left, go right. Like it's too much movement now.
I wonder if the cameraman really has to go to
Peaches,
the bathroom and they're just like, go film the next one. Go film the next one. He's like, you know,
Peaches,
like I know you're trying to do things differently and give it more cinematic, but you're moving too much and too drastically.
Yeah. So we're getting
Jesus Christ! Like they're literally like
all over.
What's worse, the cameraman now or AEW's cameraman?
Holy
It's a
fuck!
cameraman now for sure.
Because the promo you're trying to pay attention, but you're getting fucking motion sickness.
Literally, it's like
Is the cameraman drunk?
They're like just keep going back and forth like this.
I had too
Why
many
have a backstage
celebratory beers
interviewer if you're trying to
beforehand.
get them out of the scene every 30 seconds?
I had too many Twisted Teas with Twisted D before.
That's what it looks like.
doing
Like
the
they're
show.
drunk. Like,
Sorry,
if I
guys,
would
I
watch
fucked
that
up
on
the
an
cameraman
independent
tonight.
wrestling show, and I would have
Guess
seen that the
someone's
way
not
they did
Irish
those promos,
enough.
I'd fucking turn it off.
Yeah.
Guess someone's not Irish enough to be able to do their work and be drunk at the same time. You know what I mean?
Wow. Let me know if anyone in the chat disagrees or if they like the way that looks. It drives me crazy so far.
How you liking Far Cry 6? You still enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of just kind of walking around and unlocking and getting open on all the chests and unlocking everything and not doing so much of the story. Like I'm kind of going around and like getting rid of all the bases and all the like anti-aircraft and stuff like that, and I'm not really doing a lot of the story aspect.
Okay.
But I'm having fun with it.
All right. Yeah, I still have that installed, and then I've been playing Destiny 2 like a crazy man.
How you liking it?
Oh, dude, I love it so much. I really do. Like, I thought with being so far behind, I wouldn't care enough to try to educate myself on where we're at. But what's really cool is they have this on the map itself, like where there's all the planets. There's a little section here where you could do the campaign, and then there's certain parts of the campaign that you can replay. And then there's certain parts of these like mini parts of the campaign that you can read and understand like where you're at. So like after Cade's fate, like in the beginning when the game started, it gives you everything that happened. Like you started here and all this stuff happened in the summary. All this stuff happened in the summary. And then all this. And then you can play Cade's fate, play a bunch of stuff. Then it gives you a bunch of cutscenes. Then you could read a bunch of stuff. Then you play another campaign. And you could read a bunch of stuff. And I enjoyed that, honestly, because now, like, I feel like I'm more up to date with what's going on. And then I can do a lot more, like, the raids and getting a lot of, like, exotic loot and gear and better weapons and stuff like that. And I was talking to Freak today about it. And now I'm trying to get more into the multiplayer aspect where there's, like, team death matches and team play and
Well, I got a good person for you.
Who's that?
Devin is always streaming Destiny 2 on his.
Yeah, I see that. I gotta start watching his content because, like, I put in the cart with our action figure game that's coming out and Killer Clowns, the Final Shape DLC that's coming out in like a couple of weeks, and I wanna play it, and I'm very excited to play it and stuff. But like I've been asking Freak, like, because he's a pretty much very invested into Destiny 2 as well, and has kept up with everything, and he's been very informative about it. But yeah, like it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I see, like, I like Bungie's type of gameplay and the way they kind of do their first-person shooters and stuff. Like, I've always been a Call of Duty fan from Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, and stuff, even going back on the original Xbox and whatnot. But as I got older, like, I went into Halo, and I got really invested in Halo, and then I got really invested into Destiny for the first one. And then I fell out, and I went back to Call of Duty for a bit, and then I went to Fortnite. Now I'm back into Destiny 2, and I'm really enjoying Destiny 2 a lot more than I expected it. Like, tonight I'll probably be up playing Destiny 2 and everything and stuff. So
I want to stream, but I have to. I'm kind of waiting until I can pay for Streamlabs Prime, so I can go live on multiple platforms. If that makes sense. Because like, there's some games that I want to play, but like obviously they're going to be like continuous games where it's going to be like story based. If that makes sense, if people want to like latch onto it.
Yeah,
so
me too.
I want to stream, but then also like it's really difficult for me to stream because my laptop I have too much plugged into my USB ports on my laptop, and I need to get that tower based thing where like it kind of like the tower is like a power source, and then the power source powers the devices, and then they go to your laptop. It kind of turns your laptop into a desktop, and I have to get one of those. So I think once I start this job and get a couple paychecks and get caught up, I'll do more streams, probably gaming streams in maybe a month or two. Thank you, Courtney. What's going on?
Hey, Courtney.
I'll say this to you. I don't know where your local Best Buy is, but
it's like an hour away.
Okay. All right.
The only thing we have around here is a Walmart. That's it.
All right, Walmart works. Walmart, there's a lot of PCs, like just the towers, like this thing here. So this that's there was about $600, and it's a gaming built PC. So I could do a lot of fun shit with it, whether that's streaming, whether that's connecting my capture card and my Xbox and doing all of that onto StreamYard, Streamlabs and stuff like that. It makes it a lot easier. And it's a basic one because it has the core components to do a lot of that stuff. You could also do like Xbox Game Pass on the PC itself and stream a lot of the stuff from the PC to the sites and stuff like that. That's what I would say for you to do, because streaming with experience on a laptop is a lot harder. And a lot of the time, the connection itself becomes the big negative for you in the sense of latency. And I didn't think that was real, but it is real. And if or I should say, when you get this job, because you're definitely getting it, is that I would invest that $500 into something like this, because
Yeah,
this
that could
is
be a
this is a
boat.
lot worth it than anything else. And then get yourself a monitor. You know, you can find a monitor for $200 at Walmart and stuff, and set yourself up nice. You know, and,
Yeah.
and then you can kind of
Yeah, that's the goal.
stream at a better quality.
I want to start building a gaming PC. It's definitely on my list.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Like, what's really cool about the gaming PC is
Gaming
for us,
PC will probably come. I'm going to be honest. Will probably come later
Christmas?
this year, Christmas time.
Yeah.
Because I gotta say, if I'm gonna find a way to get to London, that's gonna be a venture.
Well,
That's
you
gonna
got
be-
London, and then you got to go to Newark for Full Gear.
That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really
No,
tough.
Did you see the ticket prices for SummerSlam?
No,
Cheap.
Oh
Third,
my
third
gosh.
row, almost $8,000. I'm not kidding you. Ticketmaster.
Wow. I might also. We were talking, myself and Tony and Ruda were possibly talking about jumping in a car and just driving up to Canada for Money in the Bank.
There you go.
I drive up and then drive back, type deal.
Fun.
I don't know how that's going to be, but we'll see.
I think Rad's got some connections in Toronto.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. These crowns, I feel like the crowns themselves make the are making the tournament seem more legit. I think they look cool.
Well, I'll tell you now. November is Full Gear, and I'm not going to Forbidden Door this year because of work.
Yeah,
But Full Gear, I will be going to, at least. The other one I was thinking of going to, because a couple of friends on TikTok want me to come down to Florida to go see World's End, and I'd like to do that, but I'm driving, I'm not flying, because I'm afraid of heights and planes. But yeah, I think I might do the drive down there. So if I do the drive down there, listen, you're on the way. I'm passing you twice on the way there, on the way back.
What?
So.
What do we feel about the way this bracket's shaping up? So the winner of this match takes on EO to go to the finals.
Could do a vlog on that too. That's
Like
that's a good idea.
Valkyria versus EO Sky. We'll just say Valkyria wins. Valkyria versus EO Sky for the finals to find out who goes to the tournament. Like, is that a matchup you're like, holy shit, that's a banger finals matchup?
It's a good match.
Well,
It's a good match, but like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like fucking, like, they don't give them enough time. The match structure for me is just not there when that women get on weekly television. Like, I don't know.
I think we might see Bird Lady and EO in the final.
Do I think she's gonna
No
beat
way.
Zoe
You
Starks?
think she's gonna beat Zoe Stark?
I do.
No way.
I think she's the fresh new call up. I don't think she loses.
You think they have too much?
They're pushing her to the moon because she's a former NXT Women's Champion. They're pushing her to the moon.
Yeah, I don't think she gets called up to lose.
Zoe Stark, like
They've had Zoe Starks forever and they don't use her.
they
Yeah.
I mean, obviously she made it this far, right? They got her into the second round, which is more than they've usually given her.
Yeah, but she's always going to be second fiddle because she's always going to be a brute force that makes the other person look good. But she's not someone who I feel feels like they're going to put the strap on right away.
Yeah. Well, it looked like for the SmackDown side, we might get Jade versus Bianca.
Steven, do me a favor on your because fucking Jake going ham in the Discord.
My apologies, buddy.
You're good. Go to your settings on your thing and just enter streaming mode so it doesn't ping on you.
Okay.
So on your desktop, go to the little cog in the bottom left corner.
Go where it
And-
says
User settings.
in the user settings, and then there's going to be under under app settings. Under app settings, it's going to be user settings, building settings, app settings, and then it's going to say streamer mode, and then you're going to hit enable streamer mode.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop off for a second if you want to take down my camera for a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna step out for a second, all right?
Yep. Yeah, fucking Jake lighten because you're in like 500 fucking discords and Jake lights every single one of them up with the same shit.
I'm not on
Just
500 though, but
yeah.
I'll say I'm on the apps part. So where is it again now?
All right, so
Stream.
scroll down where it says app settings, and there's going to be a little tab that says streamer mode.
Okay.
It should say appearance, accessibility, voice and video, chat, notifications, key bindings, language, window settings, streamer mode.
Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Let's see, where's the user settings?
So if you're looking at your Discord on your computer, you see how it says the Cult of ABJ, for example, and then you scroll down and at the very bottom it says your little icon, and it shows your little thing, and it shows your microphone, your headphones, and a little cog.
For like 3 years. That's like.
You see what I'm talking about?
I'm new at this, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm
I know. I'm trying to help you out.
Okay, on the choices I got in the apps, it says installed apps, advanced.
So don't go to your apps.
No. Don't go to your apps. Don't go to your apps. Go to your physical Discord. Like,
Okay,
look at your Discord.
All right, I'm going to Discord. Hold on. Let's see here.
Let me know when you're looking at your Discord screen. Tell me when you're doing that.
Okay, I gotta start a second screen. Hold on.
Don't worry about it. Just leave it. Just use the one screen. Don't worry about what's on the stream right now.
Okay, I'm on the Discord.
All right. You see how on the very far left it shows all the Discords you're in. Then there's another column that shows like the Discord you're currently in. All right. So on the very bottom of that screen, you see how it says like your little name on the bottom, and then there's a microphone, headphones, and then a gear cog.
Yeah. Settings.
Click on the gear.
Okay.
And then scroll down till you see. Scroll down the menu and click on streamer mode.
Streamer mode. Okay, streamer mode. Got it.
And then click streaming mode enabled.
Enable streaming mode.
Yep. So anytime you go live, always enable that so it doesn't. All your notifications don't ding.
Okay, it's enable.
All right, perfect. See that?
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You're welcome. You're welcome. That dinging was driving me off a wall.
My apologies, not my intentions, there, buddy.
You're okay. No, I know you mean well. Joseph says I was crying. Why are you crying, brother? Don't cry. I mean, unless you needed to. Sometimes people need to cry. No judgment. I should probably know.
Dylan had the bail.
Yeah. Here's a quick thing, everybody. If you're, like I said before, if you're checking some things out, head over to Kick, make an account, and subscribe to your boy over on Kick. Let's see how that platform pays off for us here.
Never been to Kick. I'm going to sign up, I guess.
It's essentially like Twitch. It's another Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Another thing too, going forward, we're probably gonna stop putting up on the screen links, because I'm hearing that links are actually not good for your algorithm on YouTube. That when you use links, it actually doesn't push your channel as much, because YouTube looks at it like every other streaming platform. That if you put links up there, you're telling people to get off their platform, so they'll throttle your video so less people see it.
Mm-hmm.
So the links not going in the description, so they're not going.
No, they're not going to go. They're not going to go. They're not going to go in the comments anymore. So when I say people join the stream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the stream join the stream link in the description of the video. That's how we're going to do it going forward for future streams. And then if we want people to promote other people, we'll just say like, hey, we'll screen share it.
Mm-hmm. Or if you want somebody to join your stream on your
it'll be in the description of the video.
Okay.
hate the fact that I don't have a fucking mouse right now. Can you go find out if she's like almost done with it?
Oh, drop kick.
Mine doesn't have a mouse. I'm just like,
Where's Raw tonight? By asking.
I have no idea. No idea. So they have like a little achievements like Twitch. So 75 subscribers and stream for 5 hours are the two things to become affiliated. So I have 1.46 hours stream somehow already on Kick, and I have 6 out of 75 subscribers. So she was done with it and didn't bring it back.
She just
She just ran. Okay, thank God. I was about to say she's down there sitting on it. Oh my God, kick her in the head.
You know, I like Zoe Stark too, Lily, but they're not really using her very well, to tell you the truth.
I agree. I think Zoe's really good.
I do too, but I think she just falls into a trap of what they don't want
I
as
think she just going with that.
she falls in the trap of just they don't like she doesn't fit the bill of what they want for a women's star, which sucks. I think she's talented, but I also think like they don't utilize her style as well too.
I think she's been downhill since she left Trish Stratus. She was,
I didn't really like her with Trish Stratus.
yeah, same here. Same here.
Lyra in trouble. Mary comfortable up here as well. Star fans at her feet.
Sorry, I'm not reading the chat right now. I'm trying to figure something out on my end on my channel. So if you're typing,
No problem, Anthony. No problem, buddy.
What do we want to talk about? Who do you guys think is the more video?
I have to log into Twitch and you're logged in, so I have to redo all that.
I was on through the Twitch.
I went to Twitch.com and it was really rain.
Are you on my email?
I'm on my Firefox. See you later. It's all over. Roll the credits.
I'd say she'll be in Saudi in the final because she's from close to there, around the area there, international wise.
You're gonna hate when she wrestles in Saudi too, because you know how they have all this really cool gear. They literally wrestle in turtlenecks. Sorry, Joseph. I'm just seeing the chat. You're crying because people are bullying you on Instagram. I'll tell you right now, man. People on the internet suck, and people try to tear you down. Ignore them, man. They try to. They're only doing it because they're not happy with themselves. It's not a you problem. It's a them problem. When people go out of their way to try to break you down or hurt you or bully you or not make you feel welcome, it's more or less because they don't like themselves. It's not a you problem.
Jeez, cameraman could at least hold on to the rope. Jeez.
You're ahead of us. You're ahead of us. You're ahead of us.
I'm sorry. Jeez.
I am a former NXT Women's Champion, and I only traveled for 5 to the top.
Yikes. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you back, Dylan. That was a rough promo. I'm gonna be honest, I think she's good in the ring, but I think her charisma is like at a 2.
Who are we talking about?
Live Valkyria.
Yeah. I call her Bird Lady.
Bird Lady. That's funny.
Well, so when she was in NXT, she used to just drop a feather. Like she was like, stop helping who? Who was it, Steven? That she was like, I don't want to say stalking, but like she would just like creep and watch this girl's matches, and then she would just come in and help, but she would always just like take.
Oh, that was the girl helping her. It wasn't so much her.
I thought that was the bird lady. Was
No.
the lady just taking the feathers?
No, that was the creepy emo goth girl.
Yeah.
That wasn't Laya. That was somebody else.
No, I know. That's what I was saying. I was saying I thought that the girl that was doing that to her, I thought that's who Steven used to call bird lady.
Oh.
She would just
It'll be an interesting match for SmackDown. Dragunov versus the Jey Uso. Or is it tonight? I think it's tonight.
Yeet.
Yeet.
I got a couple of interviews done yesterday, and I'm not upset, but unexpectedly the ending to one of them was just yeet right into the mic, and I was like, oh man, I wish I knew what was coming. I too live in
Last week, Finn Balor got the geek down. Tonight, though, the newcomer, Ilya Dragunov, up with the Monday Night Raw host. But you gonna get this work too. Just like next week, the ring jump. Go, geek down. And then I'm gonna get a new crowd where it's gonna go down, where I've been told the new king of the ring. Geek.
Yeet.
It's so like, I mean, I can't really be mad at it because that's essentially been WWE forever, but it's so cartoony. And then like the cartoon factor is just through the roof when it comes to NXT. Like they don't take themselves very serious at all. Like it's just like WWE is bubblegum, and then like NXT is real bubblegum.
Looks like we're going to get Sami Zayn.
I'm not sure. Sami versus Otis then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's another thing that annoys me with this King of the Ring? Like I go to WWE.com and I want to like see the brackets. Good luck. Like, well, let's do an experiment. Go to WWE.com and try to find updated brackets for King of the Ring. Go look for it. See if you can do it. If you can, let me know how long it took you to find it. Like, here's the thing.
So
if you're watching March Madness, or you're watching playoff football or playoff basketball or anything like that, that is update. That's part of your programming. When you go to your website, if that's your build, that should be on your site. Like that would be like, here's our updated bracket right now of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's nowhere to be seen. Lyra versus Ira is going to be so good. I think they have the potential to be amazing. Do I think they're going to allow them to be? It's yet to be seen. But like Io just lost the championship, and Lyra is on the come up. I think Lyra beats Io. Like when Io had the world championship, we never seen her defend it. So like, are we excited for her to be Queen of the Ring? Possibly. Like I'm not. Like she was considered the top female talent in the company, and we never seen her utilized. And on the other side, I mean, it's 100% coming down to pretty much Jade and Bianca. And do I think Io or Lyra Valkyrie is going to beat a winning Jade or a winning Bianca? No chance. Like your Queen of the Ring is coming out. The Queen side is coming out of SmackDown. I feel.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna head out for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna chat to y'all later. If not, I'll probably see you in the Discord tonight if you guys are gonna be on.
Yeah. After this, I'm taking Lily home, and then I'll be in the Discord.
All right. Cool. All right. Perfect. So then I'll see you all there.
All right. See you later, bud.
All right. Later, guys.
I think the only thing that I don't know if it's maybe because I'm looking at it off of my phone, but when you search on WWE, it doesn't even come up with like articles. It only like when you hit the search button, it only comes up with videos.
Yep. So when you scroll down, it says trending news, and it says Cody versus Logan. It says the triple threat for the tag, and it shows the women's match between Liv and Thing. But there should be something in the news title of like, here's our updated bracket. Like here's like, there's not one post in here, but it doesn't say there's no. Here's your current bracket. I don't think that's a good look.
They're not showing on the website, but I've seen a bunch of different sites that updated bracket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you have to go to a third-party site to find out a bracket that's being hosted by another company.
Yeah,
Like that's
that
bonkers
sucks.
to me.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm tired. This new car is a lot of fun. I feel like I'm driving an old lady car, but it's getting me right.
Well, it's good. But,
Dude, I had to take the on the stereo of the car. I had to like turn the bass down to like -2 because if it was at like with modern music and the way like things are streamed and digitally, you plug it into your auxiliary cord, and this car's from like 2009. Like it's just like if there's any bass in the song, it sounds so distorted and crappy. Like all the music I listen to in the car is like so flat. Like there's no feeling to it. But it's you know.
Myth said they looked for about 3 minutes, couldn't find it, but
Yeah. Myth said they just couldn't find it's. I think that's a missed opportunity.
I was kind of surprised I've had Sammy wrestle in Saudi. I know he wrestled before.
Yeah. Joseph, I hope you're still here. I hope that resonated with you. I apologize if it took me too long to respond or answer back to you. I was in a different window on my screen trying to figure things out. What's going on, Daniel?
How you doing, Daniel? We'll just hurry up and just end the relationship with Alpha Academy.
Yeah, I don't see the point of it at this point.
Yeah, just get it over with. You know, we all know it's going to happen.
It's like we have Alpha Academy, we have Bloodline, we have Judgment Day, we have the Pride, we have Final Testament, we have Damage Control, we have.
You said you get OC?
OC, but OC is not really being utilized, but they're there. I'm trying to think, is there any other stables? But now we're gonna add in a Wyatt 6.
Yeah,
like I don't know.
They're creeping up with AEW as far as factions.
Wait, my crown? I don't have a crown. But if you mean like crowds as in the king and queen of the ring crowns, yes, I like them a lot.
It feels so good. Do it.
Yeah.
Well, so Akira quit Alpha Academy, and now Otis just quit the Alpha Academy.
I see you should. Cane's been really rude to all of them lately.
I honestly, like, I know he's a giant goofball, and they tried this before with him, but when they were using him, he was so fucking over. But they booked him, and the crowd got so behind him that, like, he was as popular as, like, any champion could have been at that time. And he had money in the bank, and the crowd was so behind him. But then WWE was like, oh, shit, our crowd's really into someone we don't have any future plans for. Like, he literally just got the entire crowd to pop for him and go crazy for him, and then he just takes one Halua kick and gets killed. Like the crowd really likes Otis, but it's just like they clearly don't give a shit about him, and it's just like it's a shame. Like it's like LA Knight, right? Like everyone's in LA Knight, but you can clearly see WWE does not have top guy potential plans for LA Knight.
It's like Otis with Mandy Rose back in the day.
The Otis and Mandy Rose stuff was amazing. Like it was so funny.
Yep.
It was good.
Would you agree that this is
Come
only
on,
the
Otis.
fourth match?
Punch him. Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, but it's just like last week on like Raw. The match quality was so good. Like it was a very high work rate show, and this show was just like go in, 3-minute match, 4-minute match, get in, get out, see you later.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they did the Queen of the Ring. They gave those the longest matches, but everybody else it just seems to be like a squash roll up. Let's just get in, get out, and stinks. To be honest, I haven't seen much of Otis. Like I guess what you were saying, I haven't gotten to see a match where he has done a whole lot of stuff.
Otis has always been like openly like he has dyslexia. I believe he openly says I think he's on the spectrum. He literally just read his like first book of his life like a couple months ago. Like he's open about a lot of his struggles. And the fans are like super behind him. And like Mandy Rose was this giant like mega star, beautiful girl, and then they were doing this whole angle where she was like in love with Otis, but then it was like, is she really in love with him because he's a big fat loser guy? Like, and he used to always like be in love with her. It was like a whole storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But like he's always like the dumb gentle giant, but like but the crowd really resonates with him.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the Cantina chicken menu. They'll change his mind. Chicken brain. Well,
I really miss heavy machinery tag team.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. People are like, oh, heavy machinery is really like they were like an earthquake typhoon deal again. And then they split them up and immediately fired the other guy in the team. And everyone's like, oh, we should split up this tag team and that tag team. It's like sometimes you split up a tag team and a guy doesn't have a job anymore, you know?
Yep. That was a good tag team.
Mm-hmm. Like you split up the Street Profits. I don't know if Angelo Dawkins has a job after a year.
Nope, I have to admit though that he does. You can tell he's moved. He moved a lot quicker in the ring. He got more muscular.
Yeah, I think he's working really hard. I think he's very talented, but I think he's definitely better suited as a tag team guy with Montez. I think if you split up the Street Profits, one guy is going to get more push than the other, and I think definitely Montez is that guy.
So how do you feel about the tweet or not tweet, but the conversation Montez had about saying he would fight anybody, including Angelo, as long as it's good for business, and that he's totally down for doing a crossover between WWE and UFC?
I think he's silly.
Elaborate.
When you enter in a real life octagon, you have to be dedicated. You better know what the fuck you're doing. I'm not saying he's probably not a tough guy. I'm not saying that he wouldn't do well, but you're going from professional wrestling and entering a world with you're swimming in an ocean with real life bloodthirsty sharks when you get to a UFC fight. And I don't think it's a good look to just drop a dude into the UFC from WWE just for a ratings push.
Yeah.
Like Punk tried. Brock Lesnar is a different beast. That guy has collegiate wrestling background. He's genetically different than everyone else. But even like when Brock had to do a stand-up fist fight with people, he wasn't amazing at stand-up fist fighting. If he took you down with his pure size, he did really well. But Brock also like tested insanely hot, I think twice in the UFC. Like the dude peed in a cup and it melted. Like Bobby Lashley did it pretty well in MMA, but he was in a promotion where they kind of fed him like. When you're in other promotions outside the UFC, sometimes you're not just fighting the best guys. And some of those promotions are like, hey, ABJ is a really, really popular polarizing figure. So we're going to find someone who's not very good and we're going to put them against Tony. So Tony goes out there and has a showcase and looks amazing. Like Herschel Walker Herschel Walker was undefeated in MMA, but they also really fed Herschel Walker some cans to beat the crap out of him. Jake Hager has been fed some cans, but then like as he gets progressively into it more, he's getting harder fights and he's taking some beatings, but he's still winning.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the UFC is like the NFL of mixed martial arts. Like even the guy that you think is probably the worst fighter in UFC would probably be a champ in most promotions outside of the UFC. Like they're the top of the top when it comes to that. And if you're not actively training every single day in jiu-jitsu and boxing and kickboxing, you're just like, if you're not dedicating your time to that craft, unless you're insanely athletic and talented and gifted and just a freak of nature, you just can't walk into a cage, close the door, and expect to just be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And to think that you can do that is kind of insane to me. I mean, look at even in wrestling. Like, if you're not a trained professional wrestler and you think you can go in there and do this, it shows. It shows you're not training to do this. That's why guys like Logan Paul and Bad Bunny did so well, is because they work so hard in the training and the lead up to it. Like, if you want to be a dancer and you're like, hey, we're going to put you on a dancing TV show. If you don't take your training seriously and you don't learn the choreography, you're going to go out there and look like a schlub when you go out there and dance.
I wonder why they didn't get Braun Strowman in the White Sticks list.
So what? So to see yourself warned. I've been warned by the judgment day. But anyways, wanted to kick some ass.
Like, they brought him back and he's like this giant baby face. I love everybody, but the room, if he's joining the Wyatt Six, so what? They just show up on Saudi Arabia as a giant 6-person stable, and all of a sudden Braun's like, I'm no longer a nice guy, I'm a spooky guy now. It's like, really? We just switch it like that? Like, make it make sense.
He's kind of like the Big Show. Face heel.
Yeah, he flops a lot. So the rumor is that the Wyatt Six is gonna debut, or at least the Captain Howdy, or whatever the character's name is going to debut at Saudi.
Oh, Saudi.
I don't think, and I know people are fucking saying this now on the internet. They're pissing me off. I think I said it in the Discord space, and I wish I would have said it on the camera, because now I sound like I'm just regurgitating the other nonsense from the internet. Well, not nonsense, but I don't know. I seen the Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes match and immediately went DQ. They're not. No one's losing their belt there. That's going to be a DQ. And if you're going to bring in, and here's what they're going to do. They're going to bring in Captain Howdy, and he'll probably be the reason both people get DQ'd, because they want to have this big huge pop of it. Because didn't Bray come back, like, do some stuff with Saudi as well too, like where he just kind of did like the firefly in the sky. Like, I don't know, like, because if he interferes, the Wyatt stuff interferes in the main event title picture, then you're gonna have Cody versus this supernatural powerful character everyone's gonna be clamoring for, and then Cody beats him, and then you already squash that whole fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you squash the whole momentum of that character. It's I don't know.
Yeah. Like Uncle Howdy.
I think the Wyatt stuff should only be 2 people. I think it should be Howdy and Bliss. I don't think it should be 6 people.
No. I think the rumor is it's going to be Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis. Who else I'm missing?
So I heard Bo, Alexa, Braun Strowman, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, and possibly Killer Kronos.
So Kyrie Sane's holding a thing that says Damage Control owns Raw or something like that. or runs Raw, but then the backside of it says King Coda. Do you think that's the equivalent of calling Dakota Kai Daddy?
I think so.
So, are we getting Becky versus Liv Morgan and Saudi?
Yeah. It's already on the website. They've already announced that that's the matchup. But like, here's the thing too. Like, what's the purpose of taking Damage Control, who just lost their title, lost all their titles, and then the person who was a de facto leader now in Kai is gonna have essentially a showcase match, getting hammered by Becky Lynch on Monday Night Raw. Like, what does that do for that stable?
Yep, nothing.
Like, Dakota Kai never ever got momentum. She's essentially come in and been everyone's punching bag.
I think she's going to be another one going to be getting the boot from Damage Control whenever Asuka and Sane get Omega cleared. They got hurt, I think, at that last match against Jade and Bianca. Tag title match.
Who's Rowan?
Derek Rowan was another person who used to be part of Bray Wyatt's old stable.
He's the original member of
Yeah.
back in the day there.
Kairi Sane, she does struggle. She struggles a lot with when she takes big bumps. She just concussion. I think that's like that she she has like 3 concussions so far in WWE.
Mm-hmm. Are you really surprised that she came back despite those concussions, though?
I don't know. Well, if she's not in action again because of it, it's just like it's concerning.
Yeah. And Asuka got injured too. Didn't say what kind of injury hit that she has.
No, I just got a text from Tantalizing Tony. So Mick jumped over in his stream and said how much he doesn't like me in that stream. But also, 5 minutes before that, I get a voicemail from him. Hold on.
Is that why you had your phone close up there?
I didn't actually listen to it yet.
We're gonna put it live. We don't know what
Let's see what he said. I don't care. But this is him being nice to me.
I think it will help out your channel.
So he wants me to send him an invite so he can join my channel because it will help his channel being live with Finalizing Tony and me.
Like I said earlier, I was only kidding around with about Mick. I was saying he's on the take with free T-shirts.
You were right. You were right. I do like it. I love you. You're a good friend of mine.
I love you. You're a good friend of mine. And then he goes over and Tantalizing Tony stream and talks crap about me. So like he's 100% being fed stuff.
Y'all go in the chat and say, "Hey, yo, Mick." I'm joking.
Spread the love, guys.
Yeah, spread the love.
All you need is love.
Yeah, amazing stuff. Here. I'll say it, and I'm not trying to start problems over on Tantalizing Tony's side because he has his friends, and I'm not saying who we can and can't like or support, but I can also say on my side like who I choose to support and like, and I don't have respect for someone who attacks like who takes personal information and attacks people who aren't involved in the situation, but then also in behind closed doors is doing way more disgusting, shady things. Like, you know what I mean? So I just don't have love when it comes to Ricky. But like, this dude essentially targets people that have mental disabilities, are not fully working,
Yeah.
fully capable. Of
Not fully
understanding
capable,
that
yeah.
he's taking- like,
Yeah, or he takes advantage of people who aren't fully aware that they're being taken advantage of, and then having them go into chat rooms and talk crap for him while
Yeah.
he's gonna chat and be like cool with you, like I love you, man. But then he sends in someone like Mick to be like, ABJ sucks, bring in Ricky. It's like, come on, like you're so transparent, like, and that's something he's done for a very long time on that channel, and that's something that really bothered me, like, because once again, like I work hard for my content. I'm trying to build a brand, and me and Tony are trying to work together to help each other build brands. And this dude doesn't have a platform. Like he's tried to go live on his own thing, and no one watched, and no one cared, and he doesn't put any effort or money into his equipment or anything like that. And he just wants to come in and drop a hand grenade on somebody because he doesn't like, because he can come in and say some stupid shit and get your channel demonetized, and then he goes back to his everyday life and he doesn't give a shit that your channel just got smoked. You know what I mean? Like he has nothing at stake when it comes to being a content person, and then he takes advantage of people like that and sends people into the room to go attack people. Like when I was going through stuff, he was sending people over here to attack me through like, and it's just like, stand on your business if you're about it. Don't be a snake about it. Like don't send someone to do your dirty work. Stand on your business. And then he sends me messages talking shit that then blocks me so he doesn't hear the response. Like you're a joke.
I don't think Mick doesn't know what's going on,
and that's why I don't get mad at Mick, because Mick makes a pawn for somebody else, and that's essentially what it comes down to, and it's upsetting because like I think Mick is a good guy and he means well, but he's being taken advantage of.
Yeah, I've been patient with Mick. You know, a part of his disabilities and all that. You know, I've been very patient with him. He's cool.
And that's the last time me bringing anything up when it comes to that dude.
Yeah,
because it's I don't know, it's not needed.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, because he doesn't need any more time on this channel. He's a fucking waste.
Yeah. You ever watch NXT? Check out this Javon Evans. Ever see him wrestle?
No. My stream is froze. This I cannot wait to get this job where I can get live TV again, because some of these apps are just fucking terrible.
Long Island Internet. But yeah, this kid's like 20 years old, 21 years old. But
yeah, it's just buffering like crazy. I can't. It's just not even watchable at this point. Man, what a night.
yeah.
Soon. Income is coming. Money is coming. We're gonna be able to fucking figure this shit out and get better equipment and make these shows better. I promise.
How did the job interview go? I missed it.
The interview went great. I just I'm waiting for my background. I was offered the job, so I got the job. It's essentially at this point just pending on a drug screening and background check.
Well, that's awesome, buddy. Congratulations, buddy.
Is the live match over already? Not the live match. The Becky match.
The Becky match still going with Dakota.
Okay, I'm looking at a commercial. I didn't know if they're showing France, so I didn't know if it was like a situation where the match was over, now they're showing another segment, or if they're on commercial.
Dakota's going to the top rope. Becky's.
Oh, well, then I'm way off.
Becky's
I don't know what I'm watching. Oh, I'm watching last week's Monday Night Raw. That's cool.
Uh-oh.
How did it just switch like that?
It lagged and buffered, so I restarted the whole app, and then when I came back, it took me back to last week's Raw. This app is rough. Jay Mackay being signed is awesome.
Jay Malachi.
Jay Malachi, I'm not sure who that is. They really need to keep Jay in the PC. She's still nowhere close to being ready. I don't know if it's so much her not being ready or just putting her in situations where she can't succeed.
Oh, DQ. They tried. Becky did the disarmer on her, and they had to automatically came in ring to attack her.
We're seeing it now.
Yep. So two top talents that can't take a win or a loss, and as I said, like Dakota, like what you're gonna have her go out and take another loss when it comes to.
I'm waiting for Liv to come in. Oh, never mind.
Oh, that Io sold the shit out of that clothesline.
Oh, there she is. I'm probably wavy. I'm sorry.
Just a little bit.
So she's yelling at Liv, "What are you doing?" But then came down to make a save and fought everybody in the ring that was attacking Becky.
So I feel like it's like, what are you doing? Like more or less, like, girl, like this is the second time that you've started stuff and you're not backing it up. You're just gonna hit and run. Like if you're gonna do it, Get back.
Well, I'm saying if you're gonna run down and make
fighting everybody else.
if you're gonna run down and make the save because three people are hurting her, and then one other person comes down and hurts her, and then you're questioning before you fight, like that's a fight. Like you just came. I already ran down in a numbers game to save somebody, and then somebody else hit her, and now I want to have a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I've always loved this jacket that you're wearing, but like the more I look at it, the more I'm just starting to see.
Oh, I think it's Dragon Ball.
I just smell. I just feel like every jacket that has fur in it smells.
1000% does, especially the silk lined ones. And this is the thing that cracks me up is almost always they do fur lined coats with a silk on the inside so that it's nice and soft. But it never makes sense because silk and satin stick to your body when you're sweaty. Why, designers? Tell me why you do this. Put some cotton in there. Put some Under Armour wicking fabric or something.
I'm assuming they're going to put this in the main event, Dragunov and Jay.
I don't like his promos.
Kind of reminds me of like a little Drago from the Rocky movie.
Like his cadence. I'm just not a fan. It has nothing to do with his accent. It has nothing to do with him. I don't like his cadence.
Yeah.
He wants to smile and be cool, but then also have an edge to him too, and it doesn't land for me.
I feel like it's coming off very I don't know. So listen, I'm not trying to stereotype, but I feel very much as though Ilya Dragunov is pushing for like a, I don't want to say Viking or what's the word I'm looking for? Like something from in that era, but as a jarl, like a higher up.
So
like you're gonna love me because of how attractive I am, but also I'm powerful. So remember that.
But he just sat there and said, "I'm a different beast. I'll smack Gunther anytime, any place, anywhere." And Gunther just walked up and smiled down and walked away, and then you did nothing. Like like Gunther just dismantled your tough guy promo without saying a word to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Device, I'm a dragon, and if you see me, Gunther, I'll beat you down. You'll get your ass kicked out there. And Gunther walks up and like, "I'm here, bitch." And he smiles at him and winks and blows him a kiss. And then Dragunov just stands there with his teeth in his mouth. Like, what?
Like they're teasing Dragunov and Imperium.
He could have said whatever he wanted to say. He talked like a tough guy. And Gunther walked up and said, "I'm here. What do you got to say?" And then he got quiet, and Gunther's like, "What I thought. See you later."
Myth was talking about Jay Malachi.
Well, we're going to have a fatal four-way #1 contenders match for the World Tag Titles.
Oh, Javon Evans. Yeah. Javon Evans is really good, but we have like 5 Javon Evans in the Northeast wrestling scene that are just as talented, if not as talented. And I wish, I'm not saying anything. I'm glad that guy got an opportunity, and he's really, really good. But I think there's some other people on the Northeast wrestling scene that would be really fun to see Javon Evans square up with.
This will be an interesting match for SmackDown. Jade versus Nia Jax.
I think the next, like this week's SmackDown possibilities are really good matches. If I miss it, I'm kind of bummed because I kind of want to see Jade versus Nia.
How ironic. Jacksonville, Florida for SmackDown.
Yeah. Because the AEW is a Jacksonville-based promotion.
Okay.
I'm pros again. This fucking app is dog water. And then Bianca versus her matchups. Oh, Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton. SmackDown stacked.
There's 4 people that are actually like all could be world champions, all going for Queen of the Ring on SmackDown. And then the WWE side is the girl who was the world champion who wrestled. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like the Raw side was kind of weak.
Mm-hmm. And we also got LA Knight versus Tama Tonga, and Orton's wrestling Carmelo Hayes.
It's like I can't. I think Lia Valkyrie versus Io is a fun match to possibly watch, but like they don't build up the stars on Raw like they built them up on SmackDown. Like,
yeah,
I think the Raw side of the bracket was weak.
Mm-hmm.
This is rough. This USA app is awful.
Speaking of that, I think they extended Raw for till the end of the year. I think for a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Till they go to Netflix.
Arby's 2 for $5 chicken wraps comes with your choice of ranch, honey mustard, barbecue, and a bonus flavor called Incredible Value.
Arby's.
Taste it, but to the world, the meat. Got plans this weekend? I can never tell you that. He is coming with that. I'm glad to meet you. So exciting. I don't want. No, I want to see it. Friday.
What's your favorite part of the Kit Kat bar? The chocolate?
Nope.
All right, we're good to go. Well, at least the commercial. Like commercials are playing flawlessly, but Raw itself is running like dog shit.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. And try a bigger bite with Big Cat.
Why would I use kayak? There are hundreds of travel sites at once. I like to do things myself. I can't trust anything else to do the job right.
Another thing with the Jade situation too, it's like I don't like if there's a language barrier like between you and your talent. Like I feel if you're a very, very talented professional wrestler and you understand movement and you understand how to do it, I think really, really talented people who don't know other languages can get by doing matches because they're good at what they do and they know the art form. Where Jade doesn't have those reps to know it very well. So putting her against people with possible language barriers could be a detriment to her. So I can chalk a little bit of maybe the fumble at the pay-per-view that way. Because I've seen really talented people who struggle wrestling international wrestlers who like Romania weekend. We've seen it a few times on the independent scene. Yeah, I don't know, man. But it's like, I definitely the winner of the Queen of the Ring is definitely probably going to come down to Jade and Bianca, and if it's not that, it would be wild to me if Lyra or Io make it out of the Raw side and win the entire thing.
Some are saying that after that Jade and Bianca match, it might be planting the seeds for a heel turn with one of them.
Oh, 100%, because then you're going to have – because here's the thing. If who in the women's tag team division is viable to beat those two?
Nobody.
But the way you can get them to drop those tag team titles eventually down the road is with a breakup, like where Jade or Bianca step off the mat and let the one person get beat down by the other two. Like that's the only way that they lose those titles and break up. Like I don't see two people going in there and beating them clean 1-on-1, like 2-on-2 scenario, clean tag team win. I think the way they drop those titles is by breaking them up and starting their feud. And then that feud continues on from, well, we used to be champions together and now we're, but that trope's been done so many times, it just loses its luster. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Joseph, well, I kind of said this to you earlier, man. It sucks that you're being bullied, but Don't let them bother you, man. People who bully people online aren't doing it because you're the problem. They're doing it because they don't like themselves.
Yeah.
So Jade and Bianca are
Mhm.
say that they win their respective matchups, right? Do they end up fighting each other for the Queen of the Ring?
Mm-hmm. They would fight to find out who would go to the finals for the Queen
Oh,
of
it's
the
the
Ring.
only one.
Yes.
I think they're going to have the
But-
number one.
but I
I think they're
guess
going to have the. Sorry.
The-
I think they're going to have the tag title match probably at Saudi. Whoever wins this match. I'm assuming.
Yeah. These guys do nothing for me.
Here's Kai's favorite tag team, the Creeds.
They just go. Is it just me or do they come off as just corny?
Now, I wish they pushed this
Their
team more.
personality, to be honest.
They're like what you just seen there. Would you be like, I'm a fan of those guys? Like I don't know. They just come off kind of corny to me.
Now, I wish they pushed Arthur's of Pain.
Yeah, like look at the way these guys come out, and it's just like, yeah, these guys are gonna. These are the guys. This is the team that's probably gonna take the heat and get beat up the whole match. Like what? Yeah, that's how we book them. Joseph, I think what you should do is ignore them. I think you should
Ignore him, buddy. Just ignore him, buddy.
I think you should just ignore them because all a bully wants to do is have you feel a certain way. If you don't give them the feeling that they're trying to get out of you, they lose their power and they move on. They go away. So when I go live, there's some times that people join my streams to make fun of me, and there's times where people join my streams to be hurtful or negative or ugly. And that happens to me on TikTok. It happens to me here. It happens to me in a lot of places where I go live and people come in and they'll call me fat or they'll say make fun of me in different aspects, and that's fine. And I just ignore them, and eventually they just leave my stream because they don't get the reaction they want. I laugh at them. I'm like, okay, do you feel better? Okay, see you later, and then they just go away. So it happens, man. Like if you put yourself on social media, man, there's unfortunately the way of the world is people look to make fake profiles where it's not really their name and it's not really their face and it's not really their information, and they just make fake accounts so they can go and hurt other people's feelings and have the protection of anonymity where they don't stand on their own business, they don't stand on their own personality, and those people, they're not worth your time. There's no insult that someone can say to you that is real because they're not even really willing to show themselves anyway. So ignore them. A lot of people who are bullies are also giant cowards, and you just got to treat them. The more they're like a fire, right? And if you keep giving, fuel or fire or attention to it, it's going to only keep growing. And if you take one of the things away that keep a fire spreading, the fire goes out.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the best part about social media is you can always do that beautiful thing called block.
I believe you can block them, Joseph, if they're bullying you on Instagram. They don't.
Yep.
You don't have to pay attention to them. Just block them.
Yeah, 100%.
Stealing of positions. Four-way tag team match. Everybody wants to shine the title. Oh,
They acknowledge in Arthur's of Pain winning the Dusty Rhodes tournament 8 years ago. It's been that long.
Guys, but I like for the inside joke we made here, but that's it. Send for the Creeds.
Mm-hmm. The send for the Creeds or the Ding Dong Boys, because, like, I'm not being weird, right? But like, JD McDonough's wearing trunks. Finn Balor wears trunks, but you don't see the full outline of their manhood through their gear because they wear something underneath. So you don't see their whole dick print while they're wrestling. The Creeds, bro, you see every detail. Like, it's not just that's a pro wrestling thing. Too many pro wrestlers, bro. Like, you got it. Like, unless that's what you're going for and you're advertising it, like, come on. Like, We don't need to see your whole detail, your bits.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, brother.
Yeah.
What? What? Matt, listen, there's nothing we're going to say to Matty that's going to make him stop saying what he says. Eventually, he's going to say something, and YouTube's going to ban him again. Like, I don't know what to do. Like,
Matthew's just being Matthew.
Yeah, Matt, he doesn't know any better. He's someone who watches Howard Stern who thinks 90s Howard Stern is funny. But the internet.
So do you.
Yeah.
You got banned by Ryback, believe it or not.
Yeah, Matty gets banned in 90% of the streams he goes to. Matthew doesn't mean any negativity, but he doesn't know. Sometimes he says jokes that are not good. Like they're just not like they attack people for their race or their sexual orientation. But I don't think he means it from a place of ugliness. I just think he doesn't understand those social things as everybody else does.
How you
Joseph,
doing,
I'm always sending positive love. I hope you're good. Yeah. Pastor Ishmael, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, buddy?
It's not so much they don't wear a cup myth. It's like a lining that you can wear that helps.
They wear in amateur wrestling. That's where they're where they wear. The wrestle, high school wrestling and all that.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a blast from the past in the chat.
Hey.
Yeah, Anthony Linetti. What's going on, brother? I miss you. I hope all is well.
Hope you're doing all right.
So I have a friend who does wrestling photography, and he says he used to try to edit out. We call it dick print. Like we try to edit out dick print in wrestling, and it's a thing. It's a thing.
At a certain point in time, you're just like, you know what? It's there. Yeah. People aren't gonna see it.
Who do you think is picking the winner for the tag tournament there? That fatal 4-way.
I don't know, man. Once again, the tag team division 2 for me is kind of weak. Like, so if AOP wins this, right? Last week they essentially got dismantled by New Catch Republic. Like New Catch Republic, bell to bell, beat their asses, and then they cheated to win.
And they lost to Nathan Frazier and Axiom on NXT. Arthur Sapane did.
No, I know that, Matthew, but like sometimes I'll have a guest on that is like a person of color or someone who is in the LGBTQ community, and you make jokes about them being dark, or you'll make jokes about them being possibly gay or something like that. And I know you're just having fun and being funny, but sometimes those jokes, if someone doesn't know who you are as a person, it can come off as ignorant and hurtful. So like,
not that we think you're trying to.
And I don't think you're trying to be hurtful, but like, here's an example, Matthew. I understand that you have like learning disabilities and you struggle with certain things, but like, here's Joseph who's being bullied because someone called him ugly, and he's legitimately over there saying in the chat that he's crying and he's having a breakdown. But you can make a joke like that, Matthew, about somebody. Like, I know you joke around and call me fat and you think it's funny, but like other people don't always see those as jokes, and they can be very hurtful to people, and you can hurt people's feelings, and then you can send someone into a spiral. So you have to kind of get to know someone first before you make certain jokes.
Yeah. Just gotta watch what you say, Matthew. Just watch what you say, buddy. Tell you the truth there, Anthony. I think I'd rather have Finn and JD to win.
You know what, to be honest,
AOP should win.
Oh, right. I was going to say, to be honest, I feel like it would make more sense for AOP to win, just with the way that things have been going.
I was thinking international types,
Finn and JD have like the Judgment Day has had titles for a good while, and it was kind of boring. The Freed brothers, like I don't see them holding like they've had opportunities to go for the championship and haven't done anything with it. New Catch has had opportunities to be tag team champions. Like I wouldn't mind them as tag team champions. I think work rate wise, I think New Catch Republic would be a really good work rate team. I think AOP visually is that really good, strong tag team that would be like really, really competitive and like build up a team to who beats these monsters. But when you don't book them as monsters, like I think AOP winning and then the Creed brothers rivaling them of being the team that, like, wow, they came against the odds. These guys are really tough and super athletic and they beat the monsters. Then that makes the Creed brothers more credible. But, like, you have to start telling stories and building up your tag team division. And I just don't think WWE is doing a good job with that.
Yeah. Uh-oh. We're going to see the powerbomb squash.
It's always best to keep respectful because everyone has struggles. Always keep it cool and respectful. 100%.
Agree.
Or not Graves. I think Graves is dead. Anthony.
We're trying to learn the name change here, still.
I know. And I keep thinking I'm saying Linetti wrong. I don't know. Yeah.
You're not, though. I don't think you are. That's how I would pronounce it.
These
As
damn,
an Italian, I feel like
these damn Italians and their dumb names.
As an Italian, I feel like you could say it.
Forget about it.
I'm Italian, so that's how it's said.
That's me, you're Linetti. As an Italian, I find it offensive with your last name and you work at a pizza shop. I think, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Wait, does he actually work at a pizza
Yeah, he works at an Italian restaurant. Yeah.
That cannonball on the top rope.
You're setting our people back, guys, you know? You know, I think, there's a lot of people out there who always make fun of like Middle Eastern people because they own gas stations, but nobody talks about the massive stereotype of these damn Italians owning every Italian restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look at the Streak by Tyler Bate.
That's insane. What I'm saying. Look at him go. Shoo.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't think JD was gonna get it. I was like, uh-oh.
Tyler Bate missed that. JD sold it.
I love Pete, though. He's so good.
Anybody notice Pat McAfee's little Burberry moment there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's Carlito doing here?
Because Carlito's like a member of
he's trying to do.
Is he selling the fact that he just did a backstabber on the thing? He legit because he grabbed his leg at first. Yep. He just fucked up his sciatic.
Looks like I got this one right.
I don't see the point of having Judgment Day win this. Judgment Day winning this is 100%. Yeah, Judgment Day winning this is 100%. Like, I don't think Judgment Day wins at the pay-per-view. I think, once again, they want to keep their tag team the division not weak by having these teams lose during this, but also like, oh, well, AOP, New Catch, and them all didn't win, and Carlito cheated for Judgment Day, but we're not going to put the titles on Judgment Day. So, like, I don't know. I don't get this.
Awesome Trip retains.
I feel like I'm not saying that they should have necessarily won, but I feel like the way that they're going to do it now is like, oh, we'll see. We actually could benefit from Carlito being here, with Damian being like, get him out of here. I don't want him here. He's not a part of us. Why is he here? Blah, blah, blah. And now he's helping them. So now it's going to be like, I feel like that's going to be the new.
But like when Judgment Day had the tag team titles, they never felt like it elevated the tag team division at all.
Really?
Because it was always like, oh, well, we're tag team guys, but we're not going to go after the Judgment Day because they're stable and that we're outnumbered all the time. So we'll just fight amongst ourselves in the tag team division. And then Judgment Day kind of held it down because they wanted to visually have titles on Judgment Day. But it's just like, I don't know, like it's just. I think when a stable holds every title, it sometimes if it's not booked properly, it looks like it holds the rest of the division up stagnantly. Like Undisputed Era, when they had the tag team championships, they defended all the time, and sometimes they would cheat, sometimes they would, but they were always booked as they were always talented enough that they can beat anyone on their own. But also, they had no problem coming in and being like, "Oh no, you're not winning. Like bring everybody. We'll fight the whole roster." You know what I mean?
Whoa! Look at him looking so sharp.
We're gonna have Zayn versus Chad Gable next week.
I think the chain on the outside of the shirt over a tie looks stupid. I think it looks dumb. A chain over a tie.
Yes.
Maybe I've always been under the impression that like you don't always need to show your chain that you're wearing it. I don't know. Whatever happened to just having a chain under your shirt?
It's just I don't think it's that deep, bro. I think like it's just like, hey, it matches, it gives that little bit of flair to it. Like, hey, just like the glasses, there's no reason for him to be wearing clear glasses. But we've never seen Ricochet with glasses. It's just for the flair.
But what if you wore glasses and an eye patch?
My point was that like it's just adding that little bit of flair that's like on each. I personally, that's the first time I've ever seen Ricochet in a suit, but I feel like it just took it to a level that it wasn't so serious. That's all that's true.
What I'm saying is you already have 2 neck accessories on. You're wearing a tie. There's something around your neck. So you're gonna wear a tie and a chain, and your tie is gonna be tucked into your chain. That's, to me, that's like wearing 2 sets of glasses. Like, why would you wear sunglasses and regular glasses? Why would you like an eye patch underneath? Like, and I'm saying, when I say that, I don't mean if you're not wearing them for medical reasons, you're wearing it for fashion reasons. Like, why would you wear a hat forward then another hat backwards? It doesn't make sense.
It's making a statement. I mean, if you think about it,
I think it looks.
It made
stupid.
you stop and talk about it.
I think
You're talking
looks
about his outfit for like a good
dumb.
5 minutes now.
I think it looks dumb.
Perfect.
Hey, Myth, I would love to see Ilga versus Dragunov versus Gunther again, but I really won't be surprised if Jay wins this.
I think Jay's going to get.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not, because they haven't really done the crossover where other people come over and cause any problems. And I think they're still letting the Bloodline stuff cook on the other show. But I think this is going to end screwy. I think we're going to get a DQ, or someone's going to cost Jey Uso an opportunity here. Or Dragunov gets screwed by Gunther, and then that feud happens outside of a King of the Ring aspect, where it happens post King of the Ring. So yeah, here you go. Gunther comes down, screws over Dragunov. Dragunov screws over Gunther. So Jey Uso goes to the finals versus whoever's in this thing. Jey Uso probably wins King of the Ring. Because I feel like the women's side is going to be a SmackDown winner. The men's side is going to be a Raw winner. So Jey Uso goes on to win King of the Ring. Dragunov gets screwed by Gunther here. Gunther screws Dragunov. That sets up a rivalry that they start cooking up for Bash at Berlin.
You
heard it here first. Write it down.
Orton versus Jay would be a great match for the final, for the Key of the Ring. Jay versus Orton.
Is that a pen in there?
No.
I don't know. It's right. No, we don't have to write it down. It's on footage.
Wait.
Yeah, they're going to plant the seeds. We're going to see Dragunov versus Gunther either in Berlin or Clash of the Castle.
Yeah. I think Berlin's the move. Big showcase match between Ilya Dragunov and Gunther.
Yep. Well, Kai, they'll really have nothing good for Kylio.
Dante comments on the video. My mind's still blown with my conspiracy.
Oh yeah.
How you doing, Dante?
Yeah.
I messaged them this morning and I said, listen, just so hold on, I'll say.
Oh, that you made all the
just so
clips.
you know, I got done making clips for y'all's episode, and I just gotta say I had an absolute blast searching for y'all's reactions. I was only supposed to do 5 per episode. I did 7, and I didn't even get halfway through. He's gonna have to choose which 2 to get rid of to help it. There's just so many good moments. And they said, I'm so excited, ha ha ha, such a good time. Can't wait to see them.
Hey, Myth, they might have that match on NXT UK over there, as far as Dragunov versus Tyler Bate.
Oh, I actually I can't dive into anything, but I heard some. I got some interesting tea about the future of NXT globally from someone on the independent scene who may know some people who know some people.
Oh, interesting.
You can't tease us with tea and not spill the tea.
I'll just say NXT UK is going to be NXT Europe is going to be insane.
Yep.
Is there going to be a lot of hunting going on?
What do you mean?
Are there going to be cryptids involved?
No.
Okay.
Well, possibly. That's what they're working for. But
see, I'm trying to.
But they
through the tea.
They know people who told them some stuff. We'll just say that the European wrestling scene is very, very, very excited for what's coming when it comes to NXT Europe.
Well, there was talk about NXT Japan, but that kind of fizzled out, did it?
I think NXT Europe is going to be showcased or put into more of a spotlight, or maybe even something announced at Bash at Berlin. They did France. They're doing Glasgow. I mean, Scotland, and then they're doing Germany. And I think they kick
Ireland too, maybe.
And I think they're gonna announce another big European show.
Yep. I'll tell you, it will draw pretty well over at Europe because
You talked about rare. I'm sure the boys gonna have your back. But you're gonna have your business, right?
So now
Because the blue doesn't roll without. Don't let us down.
Yep. There you go.
One of these things is not like the other.
I think Damian Priest would probably be a big baby face.
I don't think he's gonna go
It
baby
comes
face.
Judgment Day.
It's so awkward in between commercials when you're at a live show when the whole place goes dark and they play all those promos, and then they automatically come back to playing music, and the guy acts like the entire commercial break he's been jamming the whole time.
For the last 17 minutes, I've been yeeting myself all over.
I wonder if they're selling copies of those crowns.
Don't look on their website; they won't tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, if they're selling spoofs of Money in the Bank briefcases, like I don't understand why you wouldn't sell an autographed Cody Rhodes World Championship title. $800 or $700.
They both sell pretty well, don't they? The crowns.
A Logan Paul autographed United States Championship $799.99, $800.
Cost more than Cody.
Well, they're actually selling like framed autograph photos.
They've been doing that for a hot minute. I was looking for, I think it was Rhea Ripley stuff. I was looking for one of her shirts, and they have stuff from her from years ago, even with her shorter hair, like the whip tie, like the short blonde highlights and everything. So I feel like they've been doing that for a bit, but I'm not
That's because FanDuel is like the way that FanDuel's been doing business when it comes to the autograph stuff is like people are getting pissed because FanDuel's like really, really excelling on it. So now like places like WWE are like, fuck that. Like why would we let somebody else cash in on autographs from more people? And WWE like really like limits on what you can. So like here, like you could buy an autographed Bianca Belair Chase for $150.
And
so like realistically, if you go buy that figure, it's a $40 toy, right? If you go meet Bianca,
with it being a chase too, it's still $40.
well, that's not a chase; that's a regular.
Oh, I thought you just said it was a chase.
No,
It'll
I
be
just said
cheaper on it.
It honestly, it's probably cheaper to buy the autograph figure online Because
now you don't have to wait in line and pay $150 for an autograph on top of the figure.
yeah, I'm just saying. I think when you meet wrestlers at those, I could be wrong. I don't pay to go meet people at conventions, but like I know when you stood in line to get autographed by like Adam West was charging $150 for autograph if you bought an 8x10 from him. But if you bought the figure, if you wanted him to autograph a figure, it cost it was $150 because you were autographing another item. That's another thing too. Here's another thing. I'm sorry. Back in the day in wrestling, if they said, "Hey, here's the spots we're doing. Don't do the same spots so it doesn't keep happening the entire show." Dude, we had 4 suicide dives to the commentary table this show.
Keep having them like also where they keep getting botched right into the commentary table.
Like literally, it just happened the last match.
Yeah.
Like, stop doing the same spots in every single match during the entire show.
Yep. And now they're going to try and break the announce table.
I might pull the trigger on that when I sign that might be something I save up for. It's ridiculously too expensive, but because I would get the official one just in case, because when you buy them from here, they actually send it with like a special bag and stuff. I'm looking at the HBK title.
Oh, that was an ugly spear.
I can't wait.
I'm so disappointed.
That was a horrible spear by Jay.
I just feel like, and again, with this freaking camera person. Myth says, oh wait, hold on, let's go back a little bit. Kai says Carlito and Judgment Day. What are they doing over there? Myth says one match I need to see on the main roster on PPV is Kyla versus Bate, and it would be worth the heel turn if we bring back old Dame like Sheamus.
Oh hell, they're doing the Bad Boys 4.
Members save on delivery, gas, plus so much more. Join today.
Who's Johnny? Not even questioning that one.
Yeah, who knows?
So that last one, I'm not sure what that means about. I'm sorry, Myth. I don't know. When you're saying like the old, are we talking about like this? I don't know who we're talking about. The heel.
I'm so bummed that the first HBK Signature Series title is no longer on the website.
Oh,
I wanted that one. I wanted that one so bad. I wanted the HBK Signature title, and I wanted the Mick Foley Signature title, and neither one of them are available anymore. And it fucking breaks my heart. I'm so bummed I missed the opportunity to get those. And then I look for them on eBay to see if someone's selling it, and it's just like, nope.
Couldn't find it.
Like, it's like people are selling them, but it's like belt makers are selling them. It's not like they were made by it. Like, it's not like someone who bought it from WWE and then is like, hey, I don't want this title anymore. I'm selling it off.
Which ones were that? You said Dude Love or Mick Foley?
Oh shit! There's a Shawn Michaels.
New players get 2 chances at winning with their first deposit.
It was a winged eagle, but it was a Shawn Michaels version.
Here's a Shawn Michaels replica title belt legacy championship. $155 on eBay.
Yeah, but I think it's a gear maker. I mean, a belt maker who's doing a spoof of it. I don't think it's like that. Because $135 for that belt is crazy because it sold for way more.
I know it was like $500 at least. It says he's got 2 available. It's a 2 MM type belt.
It's this one, but it's
the shop has it for $750.
That's the other one.
He's talking about the winged eagle.
Like, I feel like I buy that and it's gonna be fucking junk. Like, it'll be awful and I'll be pissed.
What, the white title?
But like that's supposed to be the bag it comes in too.
Oh, okay.
But like if I buy it from a belt maker, it's probably not going to come in that bag. Like that's that. Like when you buy it from WWE shop, like it comes like that. It looks.
I have a serious question, and I'm still not kind of. I from a collector's, is it just from a collector's standpoint that you want to see the bag? Because like, what respectfully, Halloween Havoc mask over here, right? Came with the stick bag. Where's the bag at?
It's
It's behind. It's tucked in behind you. You never see the bag. You never use the
But
bag.
if what your value, what you're paying for it, if I'm
Right,
paying
that's what
$500 for a title, if it comes in a nice leather bag, it'd be nice to have the leather bag.
No, I get.
I'm not going to pay $500 for $200 for a replica of the belt, and then you don't get everything you're supposed to. Like the
So
Mick
that's what I'm
Foley
asking
one
you
comes
is-
with a bag, but the bag looks like his sock.
Right. So what I'm asking you though is if you're not spending the $500, $700, $800 and you're only spending the $160 off the one on Amazon, right? And it doesn't come with the bag, are you going to really be heartbroken about a bag that you're not going to use anyway, that no one's going to see anyway?
I want the full experience.
Did you see the shot on the shop there, Anthony? Autograph WrestleMania 12 Wing Eagle title belt. It's in a shadow box for $1,350. Check, it's awesome. You should check it out. It's on the shop.
Don't rush it.
It's in a shadow box. It's got a belt. It's pretty awesome.
So like this website, it looks like they're making spoofs of it. That's actually on sale right now. But it says when you do it, it comes with the everything here, and then it comes with the bag. Like it's showing it with the bag. It includes a cloth bag with Shawn Michaels logo. Interesting. I'll bookmark this website. Bookmarked. I could possibly stand through the title. Do they have the Mick Foley one? Because if they do, I would be happy boy.
What's that red one? Who's that?
They got the Hulk Hogan one, brother.
Brother.
And this is the Mankind one. The Mankind one's so sick.
Oh, man. I guess that was my question. Have you said Mick Foley? And I'm like, which Mick Foley? Which makes sense because you did say it.
Well, it has like his mask
Characters,
over
Mick
the title.
Foley's Cactus Jack.
Right.
Big
You were
Cactus
saying the
Jack
belt
man.
or the bag looks like socket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you keep that jacket? That makes sense.
Matthew saying, "Can we have a food eating contest?"
See, there's him making fun of us again for being fat.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll have a oh, never mind. Let's say, yeah, we'll have an eating contest. Send your sister over.
They say raw skin. See Henry.
Listen, I can roast back. We'll have an eating contest.
Yo, the refs definitely just slapped Jey Uso twice in the head.
So like here's one here, the belt, right? That you could buy for $1,000, but it's autographed. It's autographed by Mick.
But is it autographed for all three signatures? Or just at the end?
Look at Dragon Dog's hair sticking.
Yeah, well, I love that. It's giving Syndrome from The Incredibles. Actually, you know who else? I need somebody. Kai, are you here? Kai, you are here. I'll take you up on that challenge, but don't think you stand a chance. Oh, on the queen. I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to ask Kai something. Sorry, Kai. ABJ versus me versus SpongeBob at Chuck E. Cheese. Who's SpongeBob?
Who you calling SpongeBob? Remember asking.
No idea. I was hoping you.
I have no idea.
Maybe it's actually SpongeBob.
Oh, looks like Jay's busted open with his ear. It's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get for wrestling with earring on.
Oh.
Learn his lesson.
One more time.
That's our film study. We watched the ring. And now the dragging on man, Jay Uso, where he wants it.
Two minutes left. What's going to happen?
They usually end on time. I think I might end a couple minutes late on this one. They really ended in a hurry last week.
Yeah, last week they were like, and done by.
Yep. Oh, it's over. Yepper. They had to hurry it up.
Wow, and he being clean.
So Jay versus Gunther.
Yeah, they had to hurry it up because time was running out.
Mm-hmm.
Uso splash, full set. 1, 2, 3.
Period.
That's crazy. That's actually really crazy to me that they let that happen clean.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked they did that.
There you have it. There's your updated things. Look at it. Bracket.
It's going to be a good match. Gunther versus Uso.
Oh, Gunther's coming out. Oh, yo, he said, haha, you thought. Are you scared you just punked him?
Rip that earring off, Gunther. That's joking.
Oh my gosh, oh my god. I will say one thing about Jay Uso that I don't want to say bothers me, but I don't understand about his fashion. All of your gear is blue. Why is your hair green?
I don't know. All right, listen, everybody. That's going to do it for our show. Thank you, Steven, for joining us. Make sure you check out Steven on his post-Dynamite or actually no post-Dynamite show this week, right?
For 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks. On vacation for 2 weeks because Raz is
Out of country.
out of the country. He's on he's doing missionary work.
Yeah.
For the cult of ABJ. But we'll see you guys on the next one. Here's some music by the Converse Kid, and what do we think of this new little outro? Half made by Lily, half made by me. So thank you guys. We'll see you guys soon. We're out of here.
$50 million in
This is an ABJ podcast production. Join us. Would you kindly join us at the Cult of ABJ Discord community? We'll see you there. Join us.